You're watching Thomas J. Henry's Game Night South Texas, presented by ABC Home and Commercial Services, and is brought to you by these sponsors.
Welcome back to Buccaneer Stadium. It's playoff time. We're just moments from kickoff between Miller and Brownsville Pace. Right now, to honor America, we go down to the field for the playing of our national anthem as performed by the Miller High School Band.
To honor that symbol by standing as the flag is paraded in front of us, place our right hands over our hearts, and gentlemen should remove your hats. Remember, silence is a form of respect, and everyone should remain standing until the colors are retired. At this time, we'd like to call your attention to the 50-yard line. Presenting and parading the colors this evening is the NJROTC unit from Roy Miller High School. And everyone within hearing distance of the music, please rise and remain standing in respect for our country and our nation's flag. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Beautiful job by the Miller High School Buccaneer Band. Let's set tonight's game officials for you. The referee and crew chief is Tony Barcelona. Steve Jones is the head linesman. The line judge tonight is Jamie Ramirez. The umpire, Clint Thornton. Mark Smith is our back judge tonight. The side judge is Frank Sanchez. And the field judge is Derek Wilson. Tonight's captains, first for Brownsville Pace, number 9, Jose Bonda. Number 22, Dylan Barron. Number 25, Matthew Garza. Number 44, Jay Gomez. And number 76, Rafael Recio. Now the captains for the Miller Bucks. Number 10, Andrew Body. Yeah, you've heard about him. Number 22, Marcel Davis. Number 1, Chris Saldana. And number 98, Manny Lozano. Coin toss coming out momentarily, but right now let's set the keys to victory. First for the Pace Vikings. They must force multiple turnovers. That's the only way they can stay in this game. They need to sustain offensive drives and keep that Miller offense on the sideline, and they have to control the Buck running game, which has been so devastating of late. Now for the Miller Bucks, hit chunk plays, something they've been doing all year long for 10 consecutive games. They need to get off to a fast start, something they have not necessarily done in a couple of games. They've had to come from behind. They don't want to be in that position tonight, and their defense must create negative yardage plays and have the Pace offense operating behind the chains. Right now, let's throw it to Allen for tonight's starting lineups.
All right, Paul, thank you. First off, offense for Brownsville Pace starting up front now. The right guard, senior Rafael Recio. He's a really highly regarded player, one of the Viking captains also. Backs and receivers, they use a tight end. The starter's a sophomore. His name is Chase Morales. The two-back offense. It features tailback Dylan Barron and fullback Matthew Cuellar. And the trigger man is junior quarterback Jose Bonda, who has thrown for 1,500 yards and 8 touchdowns. On defense for Pace, out of their base 3-4, Jay Gomez is the stalwart on that D line. He's got 4 sacks on the year, and linebacker linebacker Andrew Gonzalez, a freshman, is an excellent blitzer as well. In the secondary, sophomore John Moody and senior Matthew Garza each have 2 interceptions, and junior Danny Salazar has 92 tackles on the season. And now for the Miller offense, starting with their line, they have 4 seniors led by left tackle Jesse Esquivel and a right guard Jabril Joseph. Backs and receivers for the Buccaneers, they're all All-Stars. Led by quarterback Andrew Body, receiver Ralph Rodriguez has caught 14 touchdown passes. Marcel Davis, McCollum Williams will split time at running back. Defensively, Miller runs a base 4-3. The front 7 includes senior defensive lineman Manuel Lozano and Jared Rodriguez, along with junior middle linebacker Jay Sean Trimble. On the back end, the 2 senior safeties, Ezekiel Moya and Zamori Nichols, really jump out at you, Paul.
Alan, thank you so much. Let's talk about the conditions. We're glass half full guys, Alan. They could be worse. They're not good, but they're maybe anticipated earlier in the week. So, yes, it is chilly. Yes, there is a big wind blowing out of the north, but the field is really in good condition, and especially with respect to the Miller play calling, I really don't think they're going to change their approach very much, if at all.
All right, we'll watch that early on and see if they continue to throw the ball early and often.
Tonight's game is sponsored by Good and Crisp Chicken Corpus Christi, home of award-winning chicken and wings. Have a good and crisp day. So we got the captains meeting at midfield. We set the captains for you earlier. We've seen a lot of Miller football this year, and typically, if they win the toss, they want the football.
Yeah, most teams like to kick it away, but I agree. I like to get the ball first. I like the score. I like that advantage of being on the board first. So we'll see what happens here tonight.
You know, we've seen this very prolific passing game from the Miller Bucks the last 3 years, really. What has set them apart this year is now they're getting tremendous production out of their running game, and that defense has really come on, allowing only 16 points per game.
Wow. They're deferring.
All right, so taking a little bit different approach. So Brownsville Pace will get the football to start this by-district game.
And that probably has a little bit to do with them wanting to win here on the opening drive, at least for the first quarter for the Miller Buccaneers. But you know, Paul, you brought this up many times. Miller's become a very balanced offense. So if they have some issues because of the weather, we don't know if that will happen, but they can certainly turn to the running game, and they have those 2 very capable running backs who can take it to the house at any moment.
Now, we did mention the fact that a couple of times this year, Miller, and they are 10-0, but in a couple of big games, they've gotten off to a very slow start. They fell behind Flower Bluff. They were down 23 points to Veterans Memorial and came back to win. They really want to avoid that slow start tonight, if at all possible.
Yeah, they certainly do. So they have proven that they can come back, but you're right. They don't want that to happen once the playoffs start, because anything is possible.
All right, so as we mentioned, Brownsville Pace, the Vikings are going to get the football first. So the Miller special teams are huddling on the far side right now. Their kicker is Aniceto Zamora. We'll be talking more about him tonight. He's done a very good job, not only on kickoffs, but on PATs and field goals as well. And the return men for the Vikings, Brandon Narvaez and Mark Garcia. So they put 12 minutes on the clock to start the first quarter. Zamora advances on the ball, and with that, we are playing the great game. It's a squib kick rolling around about the 36-yard line and downed immediately. Pretty good ball control there by Brownsville Pace, as really Miller was trying to kick it into that little soft spot and maybe see if they could get somebody on the football there.
All right, now they're going to get good field position. So they want to have ball control tonight. Brownsville Pace, they want to keep it away from Miller, but let's see what happens here in the early stages of their offense.
It's a Pace offense that is averaging about 24 points per game, and they got pretty good offensive balance. They're averaging 157 yards on the ground and 200 through the air. Dylan Barron is their big running back. He's run for over 1,000 yards this year and 12 TDs. Passing play on first down, wide receiver screen. It's complete out across the 40 to Mark Garcia, the junior wide receiver, but a good job of converging by the left side of the Miller Buck defense.
Yeah, very well done there. Number 18, Ezekiel Moya. Think about Ezekiel Moya, Paul. He is only one of 2 players that consistently plays both sides of the football for Miller. He goes both ways all night long.
And he's also a big contributor on special teams as well. He's their holder on PATs and field goals. Gain of about 3 on first down, setting up a 2nd and 7. Just underway, 11:23 showing here in the first quarter. Quarterback is Jose Banda from the gun. He'll keep it, turns it up, has the first down, is into Miller territory all the way down to the 42-yard line before he's finally knocked down by strong safety Zamori Nichols.
Yeah, I think he was surprised that he wasn't being tackled. He just kept running. He kept waiting for somebody to hit him, but all of a sudden, there's just nobody around him, and he just keeps picking up more and more yards. So it's a busted play there, I think, on defense by the Miller Buccaneers.
Well, Banda has run for almost 600 yards this year, along with 5 rushing TDs. From the 2-back gun, Miller with 3 defensive linemen. Banda wants to throw, does so, near side, and that's a nice catch. That is marked complete. Once again, that's Mark Garcia, his 2nd catch on this drive. The defense was provided by Zamori Nichols, but I was watching Banda warm up before the game. This young man has a strong arm.
He really does, but that's a very scary pass. That ball could have easily been intercepted. That had to be zipped in there at just the exact point where it had to go, and it did.
All right, so from the 35, it's 2nd and 3 following that 7-yard completion. It's a power toss here to the near side, and that is Dylan Barron on the carry. As we mentioned, he scored 12 rushing TDs this year.
Yeah, we showed him early in our broadcast tonight in the open. We saw him running up the middle. Pretty good drive here. I'm very impressed early on by the Vikings.
Although
here.
we do have a flag on the play, and this one's coming back.
No, one side. Chop block. Chop block. On the offense, 21 and 52. 15-yard penalty. Pete, 2nd down.
Okay, so the rule on the chop block is if a defender is already engaged up high, you can't have another guy hit him low, and that's exactly what happened.
That's a good call. That's something that the officials have really been cracking down on this year, and they're doing a good job.
So the walk-off is all the way back to the Miller 47-yard line. They need to reach the 32 for a first down.
Another flag.
Contact before the play started. It's a free play, if you will, because that was defensive offside. So Banda throws it to the near side. And again, he knew that was a free play because the Miller defense was offside, and they let the play continue as they're supposed to. So a nice job there by the officiating crew led by Tony Barcelona.
These guys are from Houston. They've done some big games already, so they said they're awfully happy to be here tonight. Mr. Barcelona said he's never done a TV football game, and he was really looking forward to this one tonight.
All these officials do such a great job, and they've been
number 98, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
Yeah, so they accept the penalty to save the down. That was Manuel Lozano was the player that was offside for the Miller Bucs. We mentioned the officials. We've had so much fun working with all these officiating crews throughout the year. They truly love the sport. They love what they're doing. They want to contribute to the game, and they've been great to us.
Yeah, they really have. And let's see what happens here now on 2nd and 10. Vikings with a pretty good drive here to start the game.
A couple of complete passes and a nice scramble by the quarterback, Jose Banda. And as Alan indicated, it's 2nd and 10 from the 42-yard line. Banda on the zone give this time. Gives it off to Dylan Barron. And this time the left side of the Miller Buck defense gets there quickly. Led by middle linebacker Jay Sean Trimble. One of the smartest football players we've seen this year. Time and time again, we've seen his football IQ, especially against the pass. He has a knack of just getting in that passing lane. Gain of only 1 on that play, so it's 3rd and 9. Clock moving with 9:44 remaining here in this scoreless first quarter.
All right, let's see that strong arm again here by the quarterback. Let's see if he can zip it down there.
He's completing about 52% of his passes, and they'll go from the 2-back gun this time. 3-man defensive front. Blitz coming from Miller. Banda again keeps it. 2nd time they've run that play very effectively, and for the 2nd time it nets a first down. This time down around the Buck 25-yard line. The tackle finally made by defensive end Richard Galvan.
Jose Banda finding some running room again for the 2nd time tonight. You're right. That play has been strong for him twice now on this opening drive. A little bit of a surprise. We thought they might throw the ball on 3rd and 9, but instead they keep it on the ground and they get the first first down.
Been a very productive play for them, and this has been a very balanced drive by the Pace Vikings. Bonda, zone give coming near side to Dylan Barron. And he's a strong young man. He was hit right at the line of scrimmage, but kept plowing forward for a gain of 2 or maybe even 3.
Looked like it was kind of a sloppy exchange there with the handoff. They're doing exactly what they wanted to do. They're eating up clock. Miller has yet to touch the football.
Well, we heard their head coach. I know you had a conversation with Danny Barno before the game, and they're doing exactly what they wanted to do.
He said they have not played a team like this all year long. So,
gain of 2 officially, 2nd and 8. Bonda wants to throw, does so near side, complete. Receiver falls down at about the 22-yard line. That was Dominic Morales on the catch for Pace, and the Vikings have completed 3 passes on this drive.
Now they're going to face, what, about a 3rd and 7?
Now it's about 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, okay. All right, okay, I see. Kind of hard to see through these windows here with the rain coming down here. All right, so quarterback keeper here, I predict. Let's see if Bonda runs here. I got a feeling he's going to.
Boy, good surge by the Pace offensive line. I mean, they came off the ball. And once again, they are moving the chains. That's going to be a first down. So Pace trying to get on the board first now with 7:47 remaining here in his currently scoreless first quarter. And that's a young man that we have seen time and time again on film, etc. Rafael Recio, their right guard, is a stud football player.
He's a monster, man. That guy can open some lanes.
From the 12, Bonda, toss, near side. Running back cuts it up once again. That's Barron, who is very much their lead running back. And a nice job of running there. And again, a very aggressive takeoff by the Brownsville Pace offensive line.
This is exactly what Brownsville Pace drew up on the board. Keep the ball, run clock, keep the ball away from Miller, and move the ball, move the chains. That's exactly what they've done here in the opening drive.
2nd and 3 from the 5. They can get, obviously, a first down without getting a touchdown. Tight end to the left side, I formation. Again, it's a quarterback sneak, and Bonda is a strong young man and gets pushed from behind by his backs as well, which is now legal. And he's down very close to first down yardage.
You're talking about helping move the ball carrier.
Absolutely. Moving the pile. So yeah, he had kind of a little backhoe help there. And that will clear for a 1st and goal with the nose of the ball just inside the 2-yard line. And Pace looking to score first.
Boy, Pace could not have scripted this opening drive any better.
Jalen Garcia checks into the game for Pace at a wide receiver position. He's deployed in the slot to the near side. I formation behind the quarterback, Bonda. There's the give to the 1, and inside, there's a touchdown for Dylan Barron, his 3rd down of the season. And surprise, surprise, the heavy underdogs, the Pace Vikings, strike first.
And I got to admit, they made it look easy. They drove it down the field from the 35-yard line. And they moved the chains consistently, and they did it with a balance of pass and run. And there's only 6:15 left. They've already used up half the first quarter.
62 yards in 11 plays. Most impressive. They line up at the swinging gate to see if Miller adjusts properly. They do. So this will be a 1-point PAT attempt. And the kick is on its way. And Christopher Zalata puts it through for the Pace Vikings, and surprise, surprise, they lead it 7-0 over the Miller Bucs with 6:15 remaining here in the first quarter. Back in a moment. You're watching Game Night South Texas, brought to you by Chris Communications.
5 minutes and 45-second drive there.
Every moment of every day, we are fighting and winning for our clients. Thomas J. Henry, attorneys available 24/7, nights and weekends.
Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday nights on Fox Sports Southwest.
Texas high school football doesn't get any bigger than this.
For the end zone, it's a touchdown!
Fox Sports Southwest is your home for the UIL State Football Championships at AT&T Stadium. The battle for bragging rights starts December 18th on Fox Sports Southwest and Fox Sports Go.
Special thanks to all of our sponsors who made tonight's broadcast possible. Thomas J. Henry, ABC Home and Commercial Services, Cantwell Mattress Company, Good and Crisp Chicken, BMW of Corpus Christi, and Superior H&M Homes. Tonight's game, as we mentioned, brought to you by Thomas J. Henry. Injury attorneys available 24/7, nights and weekends. Visit tjhlaw.com. Tonight's game also brought to you by Superior H&M Homes. Let Superior H&M Homes build your dream home today. Alan, perfect start by the Pace Vikings.
It really was. They go 63 yards. They eat up 5 minutes and 45 seconds. So they've eaten up half of the first quarter, and they drive it down. Then running back Dylan Barron from 2 yards out smashes in. The extra point is good. It's 7-0 with 6:15 to play here in the first quarter. So finally, Miller is going to get a chance to touch the football.
Finding themselves down 7-0. And again, this is really not an unfamiliar position. We've seen them so many times this year. They got down a couple of scores to Flower Bluff. They were down 23-0 against Veterans Memorial, and it just did not faze them at all as they came back and won in what may have been the best game of the season so far.
Man, there were so many good ones. Wow.
The kickoff with the wind is a good one, and it'll go through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And as Alan indicated, we will see this prolific Miller Buccaneer offense for the first time tonight, led by quarterback Andrew Body, who's becoming a folk legend. He's thrown for 3,000 yards, over 3,000 in fact. And this is the amazing thing, 37 touchdowns on the season against only 1 interception. They throw a lot of vertical balls, and yet he is still completing about 67% of his passes. Marcel Davis, the senior, is the starting running back. He'll split time with McCulley and Williams. Davis on first down over right tackle has a modest gain of only about 2 yards out to the 27. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It will be interesting to see how the Vikings play on defense against Miller. They've not played a team like this all year long.
2 yards on the play.
How will they react?
So Miller quickly to the line of scrimmage on 2nd down. Body throws far side. The pass is complete. That's Cassius Clay, who kicks out of 1 tackle and has a big first down. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. Cassius Clay with his 52nd reception on the season.
Yeah, he gains a lot of yards here after the catch. You see him there keep his balance and pick up the first down.
On first down, trips to the near side. It's a running play, but the ball's on the ground, and it looks like Pace may have recovered, and they do so. So Brownsville Pace, the heavy underdog, they not only score on the opening drive, they force a turnover on the opening possession for Miller.
Now, was it weather related, or did it get knocked loose? Let's take a look at the replay if we can, and we'll break it down for you here.
The defender put his helmet right on the football. There's Marcel Davis.
He certainly did.
And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, number 5 for Pace knocks it loose. That's Andrew Gonzalez. So they get great field position. They'll start now at their own 48-yard line.
And the recovery by Danny Salazar, the junior. All right, so Pace already leading by 7 with excellent field position following the turnover. It's a trick play. It's a halfback option pass, and they just missed connection. Mark Garcia was the intended receiver. Matthew Cuellar, the fullback, is the one who threw the pass. And I really like the thinking by Danny Pardo, the head coach by Brownsville Pace. You've already got the lead. You got the turnover. You got the field position. If you've got a gadget play, run it.
And he was wide open. It was just a poor pass. It was very poorly thrown. Number 2 did his job. He was open. He catches that ball in stride. It's 14-0.
As it is, it's an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 from the Pace 48-yard line. Banda on the draw give to Dylan Barron. And this time he's stacked up immediately by the Miller Buck defense. May have lost a yard, in fact, setting up the 3rd down. Really nice play by the nose tackle, sophomore Dejon Bisbee.
Yeah, and he brought him down like it was with much ease. So 3rd and 11. This is their biggest play, their biggest deficit tonight on 3rd down, and you can see the big man just throwing him down like a rag doll.
Well, if they do what they've done before on 3rd and long, this will be a carry by the quarterback, Bonda. They send 3 receivers to the far side of the field. Bonda from the 1-back gun. 3-man defensive front for Miller. Bonda has time. Excellent protection. Throws far side. Right. That pass was on the money.
Right through his
went
hands.
Right through the hands of the intended receiver, Jalen Garcia. So it'll be 4th down. But once again, we're kind of verifying what you and I saw in pregame warm-ups. There is nothing wrong with Bonda's arm. That was a nice throw.
This is going to go right through his hands. You know, he would love to have. That's a perfect throw. There's nothing wrong with that pass. He just didn't quite come down with it. I don't know because it was a wet ball or he just couldn't hold on to it. So 2 miscues in the passing game on this drive has cost Pace. Now they got to pump the ball away.
Marcus Cuevas to punt it away for Pace. Zamori Nichols is the deep return man for Miller. Let's see if this ball goes out of bounds prior to the pylon, and it does. What a punt. They'll spot it at the 1 with 4:39. We'll take a break. Our score right now, Brownsville Pace 7. The Miller Buccaneers nothing. Back in just a moment. You're watching Game Night South Texas, brought to you by Chris Communications.
Eventually, all homeowners face a problem of a broken AC or heater. That's where ABC Home and Commercial Services comes in. We understand that when your AC is broken, how quickly a company responds makes a big difference. Our ABC specialists are available 24/7. Plus, we know you want us to respect your home. Our specialists are trained to do just that, right down to their shoe covers. So when your AC needs service, call ABC.
ABC Home and Commercial Services.
Everyone deserves to live in their dream home, and Superior H&M Homes can build it for you. We're committed to every customer. That's why Superior H&M Homes delivers exceptional craftsmanship, remarkable quality, and affordable prices. Call us today or visit our website for great deals on move-in ready homes available in Calallen, London, the South Side, and on the island. We promise that you'll love one of our available homes. So call today and let Superior H&M Homes build your dream house.
All right, welcome back to Buck Stadium. We just witnessed one of the best kicks we've seen this year. Marcus Cuevas, 52 yards, like the ball had eyes inside the 1-yard line. It knew to make that left turn. That is picture perfect. You send that to college scouts right there.
What used to be referred to as the coffin corner, kind of a lost art in football these days.
It has been. So Miller now is going to, they've got to be really careful now on a slick field this deep on their own end of the field.
Starting this drive from their 1-yard line and trailing 7-0. Andrew Body, the quarterback, standing 5 yards deep in the end zone, and we have a flag and we've got a motion penalty against Miller. I guess if there's any good news here, it's so close to the goal line now, it's only going to cost you about 6 inches.
That's what that great punt will do is you pin them inside the 1-yard line. We're going to talk about it.
There's so little yardage involved, might make sense to decline the penalty.
I totally agree. Defense.
But that you know, that's fine, but that was not their initial signal because the line judge signaled illegal procedure when that play began.
Well, they talked about it and they got it corrected. So that's a huge play there. Huge benefit there for the Miller Buccaneers.
Not only gets them out of the shadow of their goalpost, but you retain the down, so it's 1st and 5. Body standing at his 1-yard line. Miller has 3 receivers to the near side. Body on the zone give, and quickly into the secondary goes McCulley and Williams, the sophomore, and he's got the 1st down out across the 25-yard line to the 27. I don't know any team around here who has a better 1-2 punch at running back than the Miller Buccaneers between Marcel Davis and McCulley and Williams.
Well, they got the toughness, they got the speed, and he did a really good job of holding on to that football with 5 guys trying to bring him down.
1st down from the 27. They run the slant route intended for Cassius Clay, but the ball thrown behind the intended receiver. And one of the things we've seen all year long with Andrew Body, with all these wonderful numbers, 37 touchdown passes, only 1 interception, he's really accurate, particularly on the slant throw. That one just was a little bit behind the receiver. On 2nd down, the give again. Tough running. I think this is McCulley and Williams once again on the carry, and he's across the 30 to about the 32-yard line. Clock moving here in the first quarter with 4:04 showing. Bucs quickly to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 5. Only 2 down linemen defensively for Pace right now. And here's the give, and that's McCulley and Williams again. He cracks out close to the 35, but he's still about 2 yards shy of first down yardage. Knocked down by junior defensive back Danny Salazar, who has 94 total tackles on the season. And they're going to go for it on 4th down. Ball just shy of the 35-yard line. Give coming near side. This is going to be really close. Watch the Pace defense.
I don't think he got it.
He's not even close. They're going to turn it over on downs, and once again, that Danny Salazar, the defensive back, getting it done for the Pace Vikings.
Flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. Let's see who this is against.
Pace doesn't seem concerned. They think they have the football.
Ball mark for play. The Buccaneers 35-yard line.
Wow, this has really gone Pace's way. They score on their opening possession. They forced a turnover. They've knocked a punt out of bounds inside the 1-yard line, and now they've stopped Miller on downs. Just a storybook beginning for the Pace Vikings, the heavy underdogs coming into this first-round by-district game. 1st and 10 from the Miller 35, 2-back gun. And here's Bond of the quarterback on the key coming near side. And he gets down to about the 31 before he's knocked down by junior defensive end Richard Galvan. But still, it's a gain of almost 4 yards.
Yeah, Bonda has 40 yards rushing already here in the first quarter. Here he is again. Nice fake handoff to 22, then takes off. And you know that the Miller defensive coordinator is going to make some adjustments here. So let's just see how much longer they're going to have these running lanes. Cat and mouse game right now, right?
Absolutely, and also can't say enough about the Pace offensive line. Watch the way they come off the football. Hard and low and in unison. Bonda with the play fake, throws far side. Pretty good throw, but it's in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, the sophomore tight end, Chase Morales. Once again, you can't fault Bonda on the throw.
Yeah, Chase is wishing, man, you saw him clap his hands there. He wants another crack at it. This is a nice pass. This is a nice play call, too, because he's open. Just couldn't haul it in. So now we've got, what, 3rd and 6?
Yeah, exactly. And by the way, that's the 3rd ball dropped so far tonight by Pace receivers.
I think we're already in 4-down territory, by the way.
Oh, I think you're absolutely right. So with that in mind, that gives them some play calling latitude to maybe run the ball here on 3rd down. But they'll throw it deep instead. Far side, got a man wide open. That's a walk-in score.
Unbelievable.
That is a walk-in score. That is a 35-yard touchdown pass to Jalen Garcia, his 4th touchdown reception of the season. And there are people seeing this score all over the state going, what is up with this? As Pace leads it 13-0 with the PAT still pending.
Man, some blown coverage there. Nobody should be that wide open. I mean, there wasn't anybody within 10 yards of him.
Well, we'll take a look at the replay later, but the cornerback looked like he fell down. But a good route and a great throw. So once again, they line up at the swinging gate. Miller adjusts properly, so this gets converted into a 1-point attempt. Here's the PAT. They're trying to make it a 14-point lead. And the kick is on its way, and it is good. So we'll keep it right here. And I don't know that if the Brownsville coach, Danny Pardo, if he had scripted everything he wanted to have happen in the first quarter, I don't know that he could have written a more productive script. They have done everything they've tried to do.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. Bonda now 4 of 6 passing for. Let's take another look at it. Let's see if we see anybody slip on this play.
Yep. They got a cornerback in coverage there, and he falls down at about the 18-yard line.
All right, he rambles in for the easy score. Let's take a look at it from down low. It's a great pass. Remember, it's wet out there, guys. It's not easy to throw that ball in that drizzle, and Bonda throws a perfect pass. So no desperation time yet for Miller, but they've got to. They need to get some points on the board. They've proven they can come back. They're down 14-0 with 2:38 to play here in the first quarter.
For that receiver, Jalen Garcia, that was his 28th catch of the year, and as we mentioned, his 4th TD reception. So 2:38 remaining here in the first quarter, and Pace with a surprise 14-0 lead. Here's the kickoff again with the benefit of the wind, and for the second time it'll go through the back of the end zone. That'll result in a touchback, and Miller, trailing by 2 scores, will start this drive from the 25-yard line.
And so far, Paul, Miller has lived by the run their first couple of drives. Not a lot of success throwing the ball yet. So let's see what they do here.
They did have the one nice completion to Cassius Clay.
Early in that drive.
Early in the drive, who kicked out of a tackle and got a first down. But you're right, they've been very run-heavy right now. And you can understand why. They've been doing a great job of running the football in recent weeks. Marcel Davis, the senior, will start in the backfield on this drive alongside the junior quarterback, Andrew Body. 3-man defensive front for the Pace Vikings. They'll move Davis to the right side of the quarterback now. Body throws near side. It's complete to Ralph Rodriguez, but we have an immediate penalty flag. And it makes me think that may have something to do with perhaps an illegal formation, but we'll find out.
3 defenders on him immediately.
Ineligible man, downfield, number 2. He was covered up.
Well, every now and then I get one right. What that was about is you had 2 receivers both on the line of scrimmage. One of them needs to be a yard off the ball, so you had a covered up receiver. They both go downfield. That means that one of them is ineligible. So that'll move it back to the 20-yard line. It's 1st and 15. Coming up in just a moment, we'll have a sideline report from Chelsea Torres. Here's the give on 1st and 15 as Marcel Davis, and he gets to the outside. Now he turns on the Jets. He's not even right now. He's leaving, and he gets down inside the Pace 35-yard line, down around the 33. By far the most productive offensive play of the night so far by the Miller Buccaneers, finally chased out of bounds by the linebacker Marcus Cuevas, who is also their punter. That's the guy that knocked that punt down inside the 1-yard line. Miller quickly to the ball from the 34-yard line. Body on the zone give to Marcel Davis. This time nothing doing. While we got a moment, let's throw it quickly down to the field and Chelsea Torres.
It's like staticky, but earlier I was hearing programming. Guys, I was listening in to the defensive coaches for Miller earlier after that first touchdown, and they're telling their guys they really need to stop playing so small. They need to work more towards the outside, which of course is how Pace ended up getting their last touchdown. Now, when we talked to Coach Evans earlier this week, he says that it's all about minimizing those mental mistakes, which of course is what they're going to have to do to win this game and at least get ahead right now. Guys, back to you.
Chelsea, thanks very much. You saw the completed pass there to Cassius Clay. So it's 3rd and 5, and we do have contact, but they let the play continue, so it's a defensive penalty. They throw it into the end zone, and yes, there is going to be a defensive pass interference penalty in the end zone. Now remember, that's not a spot foul, it's a 15-yarder, but Miller takes advantage of that opportunity there. Body knew he had a free play.
Let's see where they're going to mark this ball at. Interesting to see.
Well, there are 2 fouls, and
exactly.
both of them are against Pace. So obviously they'll take the interference penalty, and that's a 15-yard.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Offside. Number 42 in the defense. That penalty's declined. Pass interference. Number 28 in the defense. 15 yards. From the previous spot. Automatic. First down.
Yeah, you see it right here. Just back to the ball. Can't do that. Got to look back.
Defensive back Zeke Garza was the player who was flagged for it, and you see it exactly. He initiated contact before the ball arrived. So it's a first down inside the 15 at the 14. Miller trying to get on the board. They trail 14-0. Body immediately throws far side. It's complete to Cassius Clay, and he powers his way inside the 10 down around the 7-yard line. We got 1:21 remaining here in the first quarter, and right now Miller moving into that stiff north breeze. Bucs quickly to the line of scrimmage, which is officially the 8-yard line. Body on the zone give. That appears to be Marcel Davis on the carry, and he had a little daylight initially, but then was tripped up pretty close to the line of scrimmage. It's a gain of almost 3, and it's going to set up a 3rd down situation. And again, Miller now really trying to force the pace. They're the bigger team and the deeper team. Body on the quarterback keep all the way. That is a play, Alan, you and I have seen him run with a lot of success in big ball games against Flower Bluff and Veterans Memorial.
He took a pretty hard hit here. Check this out. He's going to hit right in the boom right there. That could have pretty good knock on the head right there.
Well,
so
he didn't get the first, so this is 4th down. Body. And here's a blitz coming from Pace. Flags all over the place. They throw it into the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown. And once again, Andrew Body with the presence of mind to know that he was working with a free play. Touchdown, Miller Buccaneers.
Andrew Body, a perfect strike, and wasn't sure if the receiver was going to be able to hang on to it, and he certainly did. And Miller Buccaneers in the end zone for the first time tonight.
Here's the replay again. Body sees the offside, knows he got the free play, and there he whistles that ball in on the slant. And that's Adrian Lloyd on the touchdown, his 8th touchdown reception of the year. So Miller on the board, and on for the PAT is the left-footed kicker, Aniceto Zamora, who is 56 of 63 on PATs on the year. And he just pokes this one through, and Miller cuts that Pace lead in half. It's now 14-7 with 16 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. This is a Miller team that is averaging 55 points per game and over 550 yards. They're averaging 8 touchdowns per game, but they don't scratch here until there's 16 seconds left in the first quarter.
Yes, and their defense averages 16 points a game. They've already given up 14, so it'll be interesting to see how this game plays out. But there's the pass perfectly to Adrian Lloyd, who makes a nice catch. And the Buccaneers got us a ball game now. This is going to be a lot of fun the rest of the way, I've got a feeling. Let's see how the Vikings. He knew that Miller could be very, very, very dangerous on offense. And now that Miller has finally scored, let's see how they react.
On that scoring drive, 8 plays, 75 yards, and it gets capped off with that touchdown pass, and that was the 38th touchdown pass of the year, thrown by the outstanding junior quarterback, Andrew Body.
All right, there could be some funny business on this kickoff here.
Well, there really could be. If you recall, on the opening kickoff, they kind of just tried to pooch it into an area.
Just teeing that thing up. That's just, they're going to do something different here. Let's see what they do.
Well, he is kicking into that very stiff north breeze, so Miller will have the wind in the second quarter momentarily. Again, they just squib it along the ground. It's picked up and run out of bounds by Matthew Garza for Pace. So the Miller Bucks counterpunch, and for the first time tonight, Pace has kind of gotten hit in the mouth. So let's see how they respond now.
Very interesting to see how they get it done here. They've done it well. They've done it with both the pass. They've done it with the run. They've been very balanced here in this first quarter. Very good first quarter. Very entertaining first quarter, to say the least.
Pace will start this drive from their 31-yard line. From the two-back gun, Bonda throws far side. It's complete, but the receiver is hit immediately after a gain of only about 2.5 yards. That was Mark Garcia on the catch, but a really nice job of coming up by the cornerback Cassius Clay for the Miller Buccaneers. And we reached the end of the first quarter. We've played 12 minutes, and Brownsville Pace, the visitors from the south, lead it over the Miller Buccaneers 14-7. Back with the second quarter in just a moment. You're watching Game Night South Texas, brought to you by Chris Communications.
Albert Kessler with Hess Fitness Products. I would personally like to invite you into our store to see, feel, and experience exercise equipment and accessories you will not find in a department store. Equipment for home and commercial. For over 35 years, Hess has handpicked the best manufacturers in the industry. Try equipment you never knew existed, always with our best price guarantee. Look better, feel better, do more. HessFitness.com.
Case by case, year by year, breaking records for our clients. If you've been injured, call Thomas J. Henry.
It's football time in Texas. And it all starts on Friday night. And no one tackles high school football like Fox Sports Southwest. Original programming.
The spotlight is on the premier match.
We are thrilled to welcome you into Fox Football Friday.
Mobile technology.
Let me give you a look. Into High School Scoreboard Live.
The best coverage.
Fourth player of.
All the way to state. Fox Sports Southwest, your high school football headquarters.
Watch Full Court Press every Sunday right here on KDF.
Tonight's game is presented by ABC Home and Commercial Services, the Corpus Christi area experts for pest control, plumbing, and air conditioning. Tonight's game also brought to you by Cantwell Mattress Company. You know what they say, you can't well sleep without a Cantwell mattress. And tonight's game also brought to you by your locally owned mattress firm, Alan Harwell, with some first quarter stats, some of which are surprising.
Yeah, Pace was had the lead in total yards until that last drive. Miller now 105 yards to Pace's 89. Now they got the ball going the other direction.
Movement before the snap, and we've got some contact there, and we'll see how they sort this one out. It looks to be a defensive offside penalty against the Miller Buccaneers. That was a second down play.
Rushing yards tonight, Miller 74 to 38 for Pace. Passing yards, Miller 31, Pace 51. Who would have thought that after one quarter of play, Pace would have thrown the ball for 20 yards more than the Miller Buccaneers?
One of a number of surprises early in this game. So yeah, it's a 5-yard walk-off against the Buccaneers. And of course, they'll save the down. So now it's 2nd and 2 from the 39-yard line. So happy you're with us here watching us on KDF. And also, this is available live streaming on our Chris TV website. 3-man defensive front, blitz showing for Miller. Here's the power toss to the running back, Dylan Barron. Had a little crease initially. He does get the first down out around the 43-yard line. So Alan gave you kind of a summary view of the stats before, but now let's take a look at the graphic.
All right, if we can, there it is. Just as we talked about, Miller with 105 total yards. But then that's the surprising part is Pace with 51 yards passing and Miller's 31. Now, granted, Pace did have the ball for half the first quarter on their opening drive. So Miller didn't really have the ball a whole lot in that first period.
Play clears for the first down at the 43-yard line. Toss far side this time. Again, that's Dylan Barron running behind the right side of that Pace offensive line. Good blocks by Rafael Recio and Roman Alfaro. The play finally made by Jared Rodriguez.
Boy, I tell you what, Pace will take this all night. 5 yards a carry. Keep moving those chains. Keep the ball on the ground. Run the clock. Keep the ball away from Miller.
Which was exactly their game plan going in, as Coach Danny Pardo told you before the game.
Boy, that drizzle. Seemed like the drizzle's getting a little bit heavier as the game goes on. I was hoping to be out of here by halftime, but it's just keeping it coming.
Gave about 1.5 yards, so it's 2nd and long now for the Pace Vikings, leading 14-7, tight end to the near side. Here's the throw. And it's a back shoulder throw. It looks like it's complete.
Nice catch.
Down around the Miller 40-yard line. That was, in fact, a great catch by Jalen Garcia, but also a nice job of ball placement by the quarterback, Jose Banda.
Yeah, let's show you just how good of a ball placement that was. There he is. Nice protection. Nice pass. And some good catch right here, boy, on a wet night. Able to secure it, hold on to it.
Good job of staying with it. First down at the Miller 40-yard line. This drive started back at the Pace 31. This will be the 5th play of the drive. 2 receivers to the near side. 2-back gun with the quarterback Banda, who will keep it. Got a lead block. Spins out of 1 tackle, but then is upended at about the 39-yard line. Coming up quickly was the senior cornerback, Cassius Clay.
Banda did a really good job of running the ball in the first period. He got 48 yards. And then here he is again here trying to pick up some more. Trying to move those chains if at all possible. Nice tackle there by number 7, and we all know him very well. Cassius Clay, the other young man who likes to go both ways.
Really a good two-way player. And that's kind of a lost art these days. I love it when you see guys who are effective playing offense and defense. Cassius Clay certainly fits that description. On 2nd down, Banda with the play fake, throws the slant over the middle Good, tough catch. Receiver hangs in there and makes the play at about the 30-yard line. That's Mark Garcia, the junior. He knew he was going to take a whack, and he stood in there, caught the football, and took the lick.
Yeah, I think that may have been Zamari Nichols that laid the lumber on him, but that's a great catch. Let's take another look at it and see exactly who makes that punishing tackle. Yep, that was him
for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And a good job, like you talked about. Great job by Garcia being able to hold on to the football. So that'll move the chains again.
Line of scrimmage to 30. That was just good football by everybody. Good throw, good catch, good play by the defender. And
another
this play will be stopped with a whistle. And Alan's right. We have another penalty. Now we got a linesman saying illegal procedure. Now the last time he did that, he threw a head fake on me. Let's see what happens now.
Ball stop. Number 21. 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, Matthew Cuellar, the fullback, is called for the procedure penalty. And the walk-off back to the 35-yard line. It'll remain first down, but now first and 15.
This has been Pace's big killer tonight. They've had a lot of penalties already tonight that's really hurt them.
Jalen Garcia checks back into the ballgame at wide receiver for the Vikings. Two receivers to the near side, tight end to the far side. Bonda, play fake, throws. That one's intercepted. That one is picked off by Joshua Cantu, and this is something we've seen time and time again from this very opportunistic Miller defense. They're great in that zone defense and just sliding into the passing lane.
Yeah.
What a wonderful play by Cantu.
It's like he read the quarterback's eyes. He knew he was going to throw the ball at him. He was there just waiting on it. Bonda has been pretty accurate tonight until this throw right here. He'd love to have this one back. Nice INT.
For the Miller defense, that was really only the 5th interception of the season, but a very opportune one, and came at a very good time for the Miller Buccaneers.
We know some other teams have got multiple interceptions this year.
Absolutely. Body with the deep ball, far side. Got a man looking for Ralph Rodriguez. Did he pull it in? Not quite. Ball comes loose. Rodriguez trying to track that one through the midst and just couldn't quite make the play. But Ralph Rodriguez, Alan, would you agree with this?
Yes, I do.
In terms of functional football speed, Ralph Rodriguez is the fastest guy we've seen this year.
Oh, he's the fastest guy I've seen in several years. He once he gets his hands on the ball, you can't catch him.
2nd and 10 following the incompletion. Body quickly throws far side. And that is Rodriguez, I think.
It is.
We'll check this again, and it looks like he's got the first down out around the 41 or 42-yard line. Clock stops briefly while they move the chains. Now moving again with 8:13 remaining before halftime. Body, the quarterback, has already thrown one touchdown pass tonight. Wide receiver hitch play to the far side. And the receiver picks his way for a gain of about 2. And again, that's Rodriguez once again on the reception. And he's one of those guys, if you don't get him on the ground immediately, you're not going to get a second shot at him. 2nd and 8. Miller really forcing the pace. They throw it over the middle. That's intended for Adrian Lloyd. Really pretty good throw. And Lloyd could not make the play. That's going to set up a 3rd down play. That was Danny Salazar on defense for the Pace Vikings.
Boy, huge 3rd down play right here. This is big. Down 14-7. You want to keep your momentum after scoring on your last possession.
Well, and especially you want to capitalize on that turnover too. So Pace showing blitz. Here they come. Body with the play fake, throws it over the middle. There's Rodriguez, and he is well into Pace territory. They're going to mark it all the way down to the 33-yard line. Marcus Cuevas, the linebacker, really did a pretty good job of staying with him to save what might have been a touchdown.
Yeah, he did. That was a touchdown saving tackle right there.
Miller quickly on 1st down. Body wants to throw near side. Pulls it back down, double clutches. Incomplete, intended once again for Adrian Lloyd, the junior wide receiver.
Body is rarely sacked. He's got quick feet. He's able to move around in the pocket effectively.
Excellent vision as well, and a lightning delivery. And of course, Miller has the top 3 statistically ranked receivers in the district, and they're all in the ball game right now. On 2nd down, deep ball, got a man wide open. Can you run underneath it? Ball just overthrown, and that was a missed opportunity for the Miller Bucs because that could have been, maybe should have been, an easy touchdown.
Yeah, Rodriguez was wide open. That should have been 6 easily.
Yeah, Andrew knows that he just needed to stick a little more air under that one.
But you know how the Miller Buccaneers play their football. They're liable to come back and run that play one more time. They're not afraid to do it twice or 3 times.
You make a wonderful point. It would not shock me at all if we saw that exact play on the snap.
Because they obviously proven that he can get open. It's just got to deliver the ball.
Double twins, 2 receivers to either side on this big 3rd down play. Body takes the shotgun snap. They pick up the blitz, throw it over the middle. That's Adrian Lloyd inside the 10 down to the 8-yard line. Adrian Lloyd, one of the really skilled receivers. I know he was a little frustrated with a couple of drop balls earlier, but that was a nice play by Adrian Lloyd, the junior.
Yeah, they're starting to really find the holes in that Pace secondary now. This is going Miller's way now. 1st and goal from the 8.
Miller wants to put on the tying touchdown. Hitch pass near side to Cassius Clay. Down around the goal line. Kicked out of 2 tackles and gets in. And what looked like it may have been a 1-yard gain results in a touchdown. Cassius Clay on the touchdown reception for the Miller Vikings, and they're now 1 point away from tying this ball game.
Yeah, a strong arm by Body to be able to throw it across the field like he did. And then Clay just powers into the end zone. He would not be denied.
39th touchdown pass of the year for Andrew Body. Here's the PAT attempt by Aniceto Zamora. It's on his way, and it's good. And with that, we'll take a break. 6:52 remaining before halftime. Pace jumped out to a 2-touchdown lead, but we're knotted at 14. Back in a moment. You're watching Game Night South Texas, brought to you by Chris Communications.
Eventually, all homeowners will have a broken AC or heater. That's where ABC comes in. We understand that when your AC is broken, the background of the repair folks is a big deal. That's why all ABC personnel undergo a background check before they ever put on our uniform. Plus, we know that you want us to respect your home. Our specialists are trained to do just that, right down to the shoe covers. So when your AC needs service, call ABC.
ABC Home Commercial Services.
According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, more than 100 Americans each day in traffic crashes, and thousands more are injured. If you were injured in a car crash, call Thomas J. Henry. Thomas J. Henry handles serious auto accident cases and gets serious results for injured clients. Call today. Thomas J. Henry is available 24/7, nights and weekends.
All right, so the Miller Buccaneers come up with the interception there, and that turns things around. From there, they drive at 71 yards in 9 plays. They come up with the tying touchdown. Cassius Clay on the reception, and we're back to even Steel.
Yeah, the momentum now has shifted in Miller's favor now, so they've scored 14 unanswered. And this is the kind of Miller football we're used to seeing this year. So they've got to be feeling a little more confident now. And still a lot of time to play here in the second quarter, 6:52 to go. So again, let's see how Pace reacts to another Miller score.
Zamora, the left-footed kicker. This ball hits a Pace return man at about the 5-yard line. He picks it up, but an excellent job of coverage by the special teams for the Miller Buccaneers. And Pace is going to start this drive with relatively poor field position at their own 14-yard line.
Well, I want to give kudos to the crowd here tonight. It's absolute horrible weather. This is miserable weather. But look at the fans. We got a lot of people on that Miller sideline. And we've also got a lot of people actually on the Brownsville side tonight that made the trip up. The 2.5-hour drive. So,
but let's face it, Alan, this is one of the real feel-good stories in recent Corpus Christi high school football memory. The Miller Buccaneers, with all of their tradition, they're back. We do have an injured player on the field, so with that, obviously we're wishing the best for him. We're going to take a short break. 6:45 remaining before halftime. We're tied at 14. Back in a moment. You're watching Game Night South Texas, brought to you by Chris Communications.
It's all about you.
at Hicks Family Subaru. It's Subaru's Share the Love event, going on now at the all-new Hicks Family Subaru. Online or on-site, Hicks Family Subaru is sweetening the savings by lowering prices on every new Subaru in stock. New Legacy, $299 a month. New Impreza, $199 a month. Save on Forester, named Best Compact SUV for families. It's all about you at Hicks Family Subaru.
Everyone deserves to live in their dream home, and Superior H&M Homes can build it for you. We're committed to every customer. That's why Superior H&M Homes delivers exceptional craftsmanship, remarkable quality, and affordable prices. Call us today or visit our website for great deals on move-in ready homes available in Calallen, London, the South Side, and on the island. We promise that you'll love one of our available homes. So call today and let Superior H&M Homes build your dream house.
You're watching Thomas J. Henry's Game Night South Texas, presented by ABC Home and Commercial Services, and is brought to you by these sponsors.
All right, so the Pace Vikings start this drive from their 14-yard line on first down. There's just nothing doing there, and Pace, which jumped out to a 14-0 lead, now finds themselves locked up at 14 as the Miller Buccaneers have responded with 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I think that Miller defense has made some adjustments here. The running lanes just aren't there anymore, as we saw in that first quarter. By the way, Andrew Body, 9 of 13 tonight passing. That 71-yard drive a moment ago, all pass plays, no runs.
Brandon Narvaez, a freshman wide receiver, checks into the ballgame for the Pace Vikings from the 2-back gun. That is Bonda on the keep, gets a nice seal block on the corner, and has a good gain out to about the 20-yard line. He's still about 4 yards shy of first down yardage, but a nice offensive play. Tackle finally made by the free safety, Ezekiel Moya.
Bonda's pretty thick. I'm not sure what he weighs, but he's a pretty big kid.
Well, you see when he runs the ball, but also when he throws it, he has a very strong lower body. You can see that transfer of power from his legs. It's third and about 5. Clock running with 5:33 remaining here in the second quarter. Tight end to the far side along with 2 wide receivers. I formation behind the quarterback, but now we got a whistle. And with that, the Vikings are going to take a timeout. We hope you'll stay with us at halftime. We'll feature performances by both bands and spirit squads. We'll have all the stats and highlights. Chelsea has a special feature for us, and Jeff Dubroff will look ahead to some of the Friday night playoff matchups. That's all coming up at halftime here on Game Night South Texas, brought to you by Thomas J. Henry.
We've also got some expanded Friday night fever time tomorrow night. For those who don't know this yet, we're going to start at 10:20 and go all the way to 11 o'clock tomorrow night. 40 minutes, expanded playoff edition of the Friday night fever tomorrow night.
There's nothing better than an expanded version of Friday night fever.
Us two will be back here tomorrow night. Sinton plays Port Isabel. Looking forward to that ball.
Yeah, Sinton has won 4 games in a row.
And how many interceptions tonight this year?
They've got 19 interceptions, and they have taken 4 of them to the house. Looking forward to seeing their game tomorrow night. But right now we got a good one. 3rd and 5. Bonda wants to throw far side. That one is hung up and picked off. Boy, he really wants that one back, I'm sure, but that was an outstanding play on the interception.
Well, Bonda never had control of the football. You could see the snap. It was in and out of his hands.
Oscar Reyes on the pick for the Miller Bucks. You know, it's a tough throw to the wide side of the field.
We can take another look at it.
It's a wet ball. It just kind of hung up there a little bit.
Yeah, but he had trouble with the ball from the exchange, and he never could get his hands on the laces before he threw the football.
Well, on 2 consecutive Pace possessions, Miller's come up with an interception. This time it gives him great field position at the Pace 15-yard line. Body the quarterback. 1-back gun. They give it off to Marcel Davis, or is that McCullough Williams? That is Marcel Davis on the carry. This ball is loose.
He took it away
and we've got a scramble, and the ball may have been stolen, and it appears to be a turnover. So after getting an interception, they turn it right back over on what will officially be a fumble.
Yeah, and Coach Evans not happy at all. He just absolutely took the ball out of it. Let's take another look at it when we can here in just a moment, and you will see this is how they teach you how to do it. Watch this. He's going to reach in there with his right hand, pull it out.
Ball started coming loose, and as you can see, Marcel Davis trying to control it up on his shoulder pad right now. But again, a nice job of responding under duress by the Pace defense.
Well, they needed that. They needed that to kind of shift this momentum.
And on first down, that's going to be a negative yardage play. They give it off to Dylan Barron, and he's knocked down by the outside linebacker, the senior Daryl Harmon.
You see Evans' reaction. He's saying, okay, guys, we can't do this. This is a playoff game. You can't do silly mistakes like that. Got to hold on to that football with both arms. Lock it in as hard as you can.
We are knotted at 14 and clock moving with 4:40 remaining before halftime.
Perfect scenario here. They keep the ball for 4.5 minutes here and drive it down the field. You know, that's what Coach wants to do here for Brownsville.
You're going to see some defensive pressure, though, for sure. Bonda on the wide receiver screen, far side. It's complete, and the receiver is going to get a first down out around the 30-yard line. Mark Garcia, who is having a big first half for the Pace Vikings.
He has been their main man tonight. He's come up with a lot of big catches tonight, and he picked up a lot of yards after the catch, and he was not going to run out of bounds without a doubt.
They'll mark it at the 26, but that is a first down play. And the clock stopped because the play went out of bounds. This drive started back at the Pace 16-yard line. Third play of the drive coming up. And, of course, they got the football by coming up with that fumble moments ago. Bonda pulls it down.
My goodness.
And there's some of that strength that Allen was referring to again, and he appears to have another first down out around the 36-yard line.
He wasn't afraid to cut back up the gut on that play, without a doubt. He saw a lane, jumped it. Not extremely fast, I don't think, but he's just got some power.
Well, he makes very decisive moves. I mean, he just sticks a foot in the ground, makes one cut, and here we go.
Again, the clock is running. This clock is, they're going to try to run as much clock as they can. They do have 2 timeouts left.
From the 36. And from the 2-back gun. Big blitz coming, and they blitz right into the running play, and there's little or no gain on first down.
Number 98, Manuel Lozano.
Really nice job of recognition by the Miller Buck defense, led by junior middle linebacker Jay Sean Trimble.
Pace in no hurry right now. They're going to huddle up, take their time, run clock. 14 seconds on the play clock.
From the 2-back gun, 2 wide receivers to the far side. Play fake. Bonda on the zone read fake. He'll keep it. And he's got a gain of relatively short yardage, gain of actually only about 1, setting up a third down play here. And the clock moving now inside 3 minutes remaining in the half.
Big play now for Pace. They don't get this, they're going to give the ball back to Miller. Miller's going to have plenty of time with 3 timeouts. 16 seconds left on the play clock.
Nice job so far tonight by the Pace Viking offensive line. Again, 2-back gun, twin receivers to the far side. Bonda looking near side, now throws deep down the left into double coverage. Let's see if they're going to rule this an interception. They are not. The defender was out of bounds, but nice bracket coverage by that Miller Buccaneers secondary. Cassius Clay, the cornerback, one of the players involved there.
And that'll stop the clock, too, with 2:17 to play. So Miller's got the clock stopped. They're going to have the ball with at least 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, and they will get the football, right?
Yes, they
Start
will.
Second half.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that had to hurt right there. He fell on his backside. I know that AstroTurf is soft, but still, on a hard, rainy, cold night, nothing feels good when you get popped.
Zamori Nichols is the punt returner for the Buccaneers. The snap is fumbled. Punter picks it up, coming to the far side, running to the stakes, but he gets absolutely cartwheeled, and we also have a late flag. Now, he was well short of first down yardage. Alan, let's now see what this flag is.
This is huge. This could go against, well, we don't know yet. Let's see. This is against Miller. It's going to be a first down, maybe, for Pace. This could be a number of things. Point back the other way.
The punter had a hard time handling the snap. He's scrambling to his right, and late in the play, we saw a flag come in from behind.
Looked like he wasn't ready for the snap yet. Let's see if we see anything unusual here.
We'll let Mr. Barcelona, the referee, sort it out.
Not sure what the call's going to be. I don't see anything in that picture.
Here's a good shot that shows you that heavy miss that's still coming down.
Oh, I know. It's
Justin Evans, the head coach for the Buccaneers, demanding an explanation here. What is this about?
I didn't see anything, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen.
There are 2 fouls.
And there's 2 fouls.
Illegal shift. Number 21. The penalty decline. Down low block. Number 55. Going back towards his line. That penalty decline. Result of the play is first down. Miller.
Well, that's the bottom line. Result of the play, ball goes over on downs. First down, Miller Buccaneers.
All right, this couldn't have been scripted any better for the Miller Buccaneers now. Exactly. Yeah, check out the left side of your screen right there. Right there. Yeah. Right there. Yeah.
Let's go quickly to Chelsea Torres for this injury update.
Guys, that was Gilbert Pettis, junior running back that was down earlier. And when I was over there, it looked like they were looking at his right knee, more so on the actual meniscus part itself, just kind of moving it around. No word yet on exactly what that could be. It looked like he tried to start standing up, but right now he's still sitting down and trainers are looking at it. As for Marcel Davis, on that last drive, coaches were not happy with the way he played, and he wasn't happy either. So I guess we'll see on what will happen here on this first drive. Guys, I'll go send it back to you.
Well, we just saw what happened. On first down, long touchdown pass, Ralph Rodriguez. But we do have a flag. This one may be coming back.
It's going to be a holding call against Miller.
Number 50.
That was plain. That was very. I could see that up here.
And that wiped out what would have been a 38-yard touchdown pass. The right tackle, John Villarreal, is called for the infraction.
Yeah, you'll see it on the replay. It's easy to spot. You'll see it on the right-hand side right there with his left arm. Can't do that. Boy, that was a nice pass,
There's
too.
the throw, and Rodriguez getting great separation from the defensive backs. But that 38-yard completion goes for naught, wiped out on the penalty. Moves the ball back to the pace 48-yard line with exactly 2 minutes remaining in the half. 2 receivers to either side. Body gets the play from his offensive coordinator, Ruben Garcia. Body from the gun. They come with the blitz. Body again throws deep. And really nice coverage. The intended receiver, I believe, was Cassius Clay, but nice bracket coverage by the Pace Vikings secondary. And that pass is incomplete, so it'll be 2nd and long.
Minute 52 to play here in the second quarter. Still got some time. Still got all 3 timeouts.
Adrian Lloyd and Richard Gonzalez are the 2 receivers to the near side for the Buccaneers. 3-man defensive front for Brownsville Pace. Body from the gun under immediate pressure right up the gut. Floats to the right, looking deep. Throws deep right side. Got a man if he can track it. I think possibly he couldn't find the ball in the lights. It was intended for Adrian Lloyd. I think maybe he just lost it.
And the drizzle is kind of gumming that. He's like looking into the drizzle also. So combine the lights and the drizzle. I think he just lost the football.
Well, because he was wide open. It looked like it might have been an easy score. But again, Adrian Lloyd, a very skilled receiver, just couldn't track that one. And look at the hit here on Andrew Body.
Yeah, he lost the ball there.
That was John Moody in coverage.
Well, we'd love to have that one back.
3rd down now. It's 3rd and 20 from the Pace 48-yard line. Pace defensive line moving around. They come with the corner blitz. Throw is over the middle. That's Adrian Lloyd. Hits him right in stride. What a beautiful throw and catch. And that'll have the first down around the Viking 20-yard line.
And that'll
really
stop the
nice
clock.
Job.
Yes, that's right, Paul. That's going to stop the clock for a few seconds to get lined up. Plenty of time. Minute 37. 3 timeouts. Clock now moving again.
Body getting the play. And that's McCulley and Williams in the ball game at running back. Now to the right side of the quarterback, Andrew Body. Body looks far side, shoulder fake. Now he throws the hitch to Cassius Clay, who can't come up with it at the 20-yard line.
To the receiver, Cassius Clay. Picking on the play, number 14, Marcus Cuevas.
All right, so the clock stops on the incompletion. 1:18 showing, and Miller trying to take the lead for the first time tonight. They were down 14-0 quickly. They've tied it up at 14. Now they're trying to take their first advantage of the evening. And once again, we have a whistle. And initial indication is procedure.
The offense. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
False start attributed to wide receiver Adrian Lloyd. And that'll move it back to the 25-yard line, where it will be 2nd and 15. 2 receivers to either side of the formation. Only 2 down linemen defensively for Pace. Now they bring the linebackers on a blitz. Body throws deep far side, looking for Adrian Lloyd. That is known as easy money. What a beautiful throw and catch. 25-yard touchdown pass. Andrew Body to Adrian Lloyd, and that is touchdown pass number 40 on the year for Andrew Body.
Boy, you're right. That was as easy as it gets. There is a flag on the play.
After the touchdown,
on Miller.
All right, doesn't affect the touchdown. Audio a little distorted there, but I think I heard sideline violation. Is that
I
what
think
that
you're
was?
right. Yeah, I believe so.
All right, so we'll keep it right here. It's 20-14 with the PAT pending, and Miller with its first lead of the night. So that was a 62-yard drive in 5 plays, and it was triggered when Miller took over on downs. The PAT is good, and that extends the Miller lead to 7 points at 21-14 with 1:11 remaining before halftime.
All right, so we've got 5 scores here in the first half. Miller, as you mentioned, Paul, takes their first lead, 21-14. So it's been a fun first half. Take another look at the play here. That's a great pass, and he just finds the open corner. Nice catch, and let's watch it from our low angle here. And you will see Adrian Lloyd. Very nice.
Yeah,
all you need is 1 foot.
It really was. He knew that, so good body control. But you see the way he just really tracked that ball in. He like, no way I'm dropping this. I'm going to catch it against my body if I had to. Did a good job of securing the catch. And as you said, really good field presence. Knew how close he was to the sideline.
All right, so Miller was, they didn't press. They didn't panic, being down 14-0. They come back, scored 3 unanswered touchdowns. Let's see what Pace does now. They're going to have a little over a minute left. They've got 2 timeouts. Let's see if they try to make something happen. A lot of it will, of course, depend on field position here.
Zamora, the left-footed kicker.
Good kick.
It is, and it'll go through the back of the end zone, aided by that kind of stiff north breeze. That'll be a touchback, and Pace will have the ball trailing by 7 with 1:11 remaining before halftime.
This is a tough situation for Pace because they know they've only got a minute 11, and they know that Miller's going to get the ball to start the second half. So what do you do here?
Well, I think if you look at the way the momentum has shifted in this game, I think really what Danny Pardo and the Pace Vikings are going to want to do here, I think they're going to be pretty conservative because they're at a point in this game right now where if they make another mistake and turn it over again and Miller scores before halftime, they could have squandered all the good things they did early in the ball game. So yeah, they keep it on the ground. That's the fullback, Matthew Cuellar. Tackle made by middle linebacker Jay-Sean Trimble.
You know, we've done some stories this week about the Miller mania. We've got a great story at halftime by Chelsea Torres about a gentleman who makes Miller t-shirts and throws them up in the stands. during the game. So I'm anxious to see that report.
I just can't tell you how impressed I am with this Miller fan base and their alums and the family that they are. You know, there's an expression, once a Buck, always a Buck, and that is very much in evidence. And it's so good to see that loyalty get rewarded to the extent that it has this year. Again, they'll keep it on the ground. And yeah, I was pretty sure they weren't going to try anything cute before halftime, because right now they're in the ball game.
There's those loyal fans you were talking about on a rough weather night. Now they're just going to let this clock run out. 28 seconds on the play clock, so there will now be another play here in the first half. So very entertaining first half, 21-14.
Interesting ball game for sure. And when the clock hits 0, we'll keep it right here because Chelsea Torres is going to have an opportunity to toss with the Brownsville Pace head coach, Danny Pardo.
I'm anxious to hear what he has to say about his strategy.
Well, I think he's got to be pretty happy, don't you?
I think he has to be also.
Absolutely. So I know he was outlining his general game plan to you before the game, and they have pretty much executed that to a T. A couple of late turnovers hurt him, but Pace has really played well. Keep in mind, they came in with a record of 6-4 in the 4th qualifier in their district. Right now, let's throw it down to the field, and Chelsea Torres.
All right, guys, I'm here with Pace Vikings head coach Danny Pardo. Now, Pardo, you guys started off strong. What did you see from your team right now that you really liked?
We keep on running the ball. We should be okay. You know, their speed gave us a little trouble in the secondary. We need to put pressure on that quarterback. If we can't, you know, otherwise we're not going to survive. Their receiver's a little too fast for us. So if we can put pressure on him, he will be okay. And then continue to, you know, not make mistakes on offense, we should be all right.
And coming out in the second half, I mean, what are going to be the keys to really winning this ball game?
I mean, like I said, if we can pressure, you know, their quarterback, we'll be all right, you know. And again, if we run the ball, you know, keep running the ball, you know, consistent, keep them off the field. That's going to be the key for us to win.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it. Guys, we're going to send it back to you.
All right, Chelsea, thanks very much. We're at halftime here at Buccaneer Stadium. And the Miller Buccaneers, who initially trailed by 14, have stormed back to take a 7-point lead at 21-14. We'll get on with all the halftime festivities in just a moment. We thank you so much for watching. And you are watching Game Night South Texas, brought to you by Chris Communications.
Company cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, and fleet vehicles are involved in thousands of accidents each year. An accident with a company vehicle is not just another car accident. If you were injured in a company vehicle accident, call Thomas J. Henry. Thomas J. Henry handles serious company vehicle accident cases and gets serious results for injured clients. Call today. Thomas J. Henry is available 24/7, nights and weekends.
Drain problems, one of the bigger pains for any homeowner to deal with. I am Bobby Jenkins. With clogged or slow drains, you may not know where or what the problem is. Is it just below the sink or 10 feet down the line? Is it caused by grease, hair, a toy, or even roots in your main sewer? With ABC's $99 drain cleaning, it doesn't matter. Our licensed drain experts will find it and remove it. Simple and for one flat price. The process is designed for your convenience. One price, one call. Call ABC today.
Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday nights on Fox Sports Southwest.
Texas high school football doesn't get any bigger than this.
For the end zone, it's a touchdown!
Fox Sports Southwest is your home for the UIL State Football Championships at AT&T Stadium. The battle for bragging rights starts December 18th on Fox Sports Southwest and Fox Sports Go.
Tonight's halftime coverage is brought to you by BMW of Corpus Christi, your hometown BMW dealer. Chelsea Torres, Paul Alexander, Alan Harwell, delighted you're with us. We've had a very interesting first half as the heavily favored Miller Buccaneers initially fell down by 14 points. They've come back to take a 7-point lead at 21-14. We've been talking about Miller Mania. This story was relayed to me earlier. Alan, there are a lot of Miller players from the early 70s who have gathered for kind of a reunion tonight at the stadium. And they say what they're going to do is when the game is over, they're going to drive to the island and watch the replay of this telecast. So the pressure is on us, buddy.
Man,
we got to come through for them.
We got to be as accurate as possible. That's interesting on a cold, wet night like tonight. Wow.
Yeah, but I tell you what, the flames inside the hearts of these Millers Buccaneer fans are obviously burning very brightly right now. We've talked about the devotion they have to their school, the fact that this community has always been so tight-knit. And this is a traditional power. You know, really the charter school in Corpus Christi, it's no secret. They had gone through some difficult times athletically, but now under Justin Evans, they've got it going on. They're 10-0 after the regular season and looking to advance to the second round of the playoffs. We'll tell you how that might get set up in a moment. But right now, to talk more about Miller Mania, which is on the lips of just about everybody, back down to the field and Chelsea Torres.
Hey guys, we all mentioned about the home field over here, Buck Nation. Once a Buck, always a Buck, just like you said, Paul. And we met one guy who graduated back in 2000 and has been coming to the games ever since. And his thing is all about showing that Buck pride.
Monster crowd. The Miller fans turned out tonight.
Miller community is the best, community. It's the best fan base, I believe.
Every game at Buck Stadium, the community shows out.
When you look up to the stands and you see a field packed, it's like you don't see that nowhere else but here. And it's amazing. It's an amazing feeling for all of us.
Alumni class of 2000, Rick Morin bleeds purple and gold and looks forward to every football game.
I love it. I love it because I was going to the games when we were 1-9. And there was maybe 100 people in the stands. So now to see thousands of people, it's great.
Owner of Flawless Barbershop, Morin is a diehard fan and wanted to show off his Miller pride. He began making T-shirts for the team.
When the Bucks score, then me, my sister, and sometimes my dad go and just run down and just throw shirts out to the loudest people.
Morin makes a new design for every game, and they're gaining everyone's attention.
And there's a new shirt up every week. We see it on social media.
Just this season, they have made 500 shirts, and his goal is to spread the Miller Buck pride, one free T-shirt at a time.
I never wanted to profit from the shirts. It was all just about supporting the team and having the fans wear some cool gear.
The gear was so cool that Buck Nation wanted more.
And I kept getting so many calls and emails and text messages, please make them, we'll buy them.
Morin made more of the popular Miller versus Everybody shirts, and with all of the proceeds, he gave it right back to the ones that mattered most.
We've actually had the opportunity to pay for the Miller Bucks football team's meal to be catered before the football game.
And if you're wondering what that pregame meal is like,
Coach Evans loves pasta, so we always get him chicken Alfredo, lasagna, fill him up with carbs.
When he sees the community wearing his shirts, he's just happy they're showing Buck pride.
It's never been about me, the publicity. It's always just been about supporting the boys. So I'm just like, yeah, buddy.
Now, guys, Rick Morin, he tells us that he sits over in the student section. They usually bring about 100, 150 T-shirts every game. And by the end of the game, they're, of course, completely out because they're giving them out away for free to everybody. We'll have more game action right here on Game Night South Texas, presented by Thomas J. Henry and Chris Communications.
In 2017, more than 4,700 people were killed in crashes involving large trucks in the U.S. Semi-trucks, which weigh 20 to 30 times as much as passenger cars, can cause severe injuries in the event of a wreck. If you were injured in an 18-wheeler accident, call Thomas J. Henry. Thomas J. Henry handles serious trucking cases and gets serious results for injured clients. Call today. Thomas J. Henry is available 24/7, nights and weekends.
Right now, one of the big crazes in our industry right now is the adjustable beds. Adjustable beds give you the ability to raise your head and your feet, giving you more of a zero gravity feel, which means basically taking the pressure points away. Cantwell Mattress Company is one of the largest manufacturers of adjustable beds in South Texas. We actually build our own adjustable beds and offer them straight to our clients at a better price than any of our competition out there. You can't well sleep without a Cantwell mattress.
It's football time in Texas, and it all starts on Friday night. And no one tackles high school football like Fox Sports Southwest. original programming.
Spotlight is on the premier match.
We are thrilled to welcome you into Fox Football Friday.
Mobile technology.
Let me give you a look. Into High School Scoreboard Live.
The best coverage.
Ford player of
all the way to state. Fox Sports Southwest, your high school football headquarters.
Everyone deserves to live in their dream home, and Superior H&M Homes can build it for you. We're committed to every customer. That's why Superior H&M Homes delivers exceptional craftsmanship, remarkable quality, and affordable prices. Call us today or visit our website for great deals on move-in ready homes available in Calallen, London, the South Side, and on the island. We promise that you'll love one of our available homes. So call today and let Superior H&M Homes build your dream house.
You only make one first impression with your smile, and at Church Street Dental, we're in the smile business. We don't buy them in bulk or order them online. We make them one smile at a time. With the recent changes in the dental industry, we're changing the lives of those who have crooked or missing teeth and aren't happy with their smile. Our experienced staff is ready to provide orthodontics care to both children and adults. We're now accepting new orthodontics patients, and you could qualify for $300 off. Call Church Street Dental today for your free consultation and custom beautiful smile.
Special thanks to all of our sponsors who made tonight's broadcast possible. Thomas J. Henry, ABC Home and Commercial Services, Cantwell Mattress Company, Good and Crisp Chicken, BMW, Corpus Christi, and Superior H&M Homes. Thomas J. Henry, injury attorneys, available 24/7 nights and weekends. Visit tjhlaw.com. And tonight's game also brought to us by Superior H&M Homes. Let Superior H&M Homes build your dream home today. So our playoffs begin on a Thursday night, but there's all kinds of stuff going on tomorrow night. And of course, Alan Harwell and his crack Friday Night Fever crew will be all over that. Ben, I see you arranging the schedule of the games we're covering tomorrow night, and it's like launching the space shuttle.
It really is, because it's a lot of teamwork. We got a great team on the Friday Night Fever, and tomorrow night will be the biggest night of the year so far. We've got teams playing all over South Texas, and Jeff Dubroff has put together some games that you can look forward to tomorrow night. Let's check in with Jeff, and let's get a preview of tomorrow night's opening round playoff action.
Thank you, Alan. Paul, the by-district round of the 2019 state playoffs off to a hot start. A handful of other games going on tonight as well. We'll have score updates for you tonight on Chris 6 News at 10. But let's look ahead to tomorrow. A record-setting 10 games will be coming your way during a very special extended edition of Friday Night Fever. And rather going through all 10, I'm going to talk about 4 that are really jumping off the page. Let's start with our game of the week. The Sinton Pirates face off against the Port Isabel Tarpons over at Bucs Stadium tomorrow night. This is huge. The Sinton Pirates seemingly back where they belong, and that's the state playoffs. They missed them last season. First-year head coach Michael Troutman has his team rolling into the postseason, picking up momentum at the perfect time. They have rattled off 5 straight wins. They finished second in the district, and they look to extend that winning streak to 6 tomorrow night. And we all like a good sequel, especially if the first rendition was amazing, right? And that's what we're going to get down in the Valley. Veterans Memorial will visit Missions Veterans Memorial for a rematch of last year's state quarterfinal game. Last year, the Eagles just fell short to a Patriots team led by one of the most prolific passers in state history, Landry Gilpin. Well, now in 2019, they both look wildly different. The Eagles barely made the playoffs, and the Patriots don't have Landry Gilpin anymore. It's going to be a very, very good game. Now, I think it's time to start talking about the Beeville Trojans being one of the best teams in South Texas, don't you? I think it really has to be that time. Chris Sosa has revitalized this Trojan program in his first year, leading the team to its first ever undefeated season. They're officially a force to be reckoned with in Class 4A, and their wing T offense is led by dynamic quarterback Seth Gomez. He's been incredibly difficult to stop all season long. They face off against Zapata to start their quest to a state title. And we have to talk about Refugio, right? Everything really feels like it's led to this. Jason Herring's team came into the season ranked number 1 in 2A by Dave Campbell's Texas Football, and they have done everything and more to retain that ranking heading into the playoffs. The Bobcats have handled everyone on their schedule and also completed a massive comeback against Mart that proved to everyone they're the team to beat in the state this year. Their offense is averaging just below 55 points per game, and while their star quarterback Austin Ochoa just signed to play baseball at UTSA, he's still gunning for that top prize of a state title. They're going to begin playing their playoff matches against Wallace Brazos. Plenty of other games going on tomorrow night. To find all that information, you can go to our website, ChrisTV.com. One more half to play at Bucs Stadium. For that, we send it back over to Paul and Alan.
Jeff Dubroff, Mr. Information, running down all those matchups tomorrow night. Of course, we've got a game here tonight where at halftime, Miller leading Brownsville Pace 21-14. But, Alan, you have some other scores from this evening.
Yes, we have 6 total games tonight besides one we're playing here. And here's what we know so far. Odom leads Stockdale in the third quarter. They're playing this game up in Victoria tonight, and the Owls lead by a score of 14-zip. We, of course, saw the Owls earlier this year. We televised that game against Mathis, and they looked really good. London, well, what a year they're having right now. They are winning by a score of 14. I just hit the button here, and I just lost the score. Hey, that's what happens when you're playing with your phone here. You know, you hit, okay, London's up 14-6 right now in the third quarter. They got all these advertisements on the phone.
Hey, everybody can identify with that,
yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, you touch that button, it'll take you to parts unknown. Other scores tonight. And doggone it, it did it again. Rockport Fulton is winning big tonight. They're playing Progresso. Get this, Rockport Fulton, another team that we televised this year, leads Progresso 47-0 right now in the third quarter. So all Rockport tonight. Now tomorrow night, let's get back to tomorrow night real quick. I know we got to go to a break, but you and I will be here tomorrow night. We'll be seeing the Sinton Pirates taking on Port Isabel. Right. Sinton's won 4 in a row, and they're playing some great football right now. Was it 29 turnovers? The defense has
they have collected 29 turnovers,
yeah, pretty incredible,
including 19 interceptions. They've returned 4 interceptions for touchdown and returned a fumble for a touchdown. They're very opportunistic. They've got a really good quarterback. They've got good balance, and they have a receiver. Excuse me, right now his name escapes me. But on the year, he has 13 receptions. You say, well, 13 receptions, that's not very much. Yeah, 7 of them have been for touchdowns.
Yeah, number 6. He does a wonderful job. And we will also have Roland Rodriguez live down in Rio Grande City as the 9-1 Rio Grande City takes on the Flower Bluff Hornets, and he'll have live reports tomorrow night at 6 and 10. We already know if Miller wins tonight, the guaranteed a game in the Alamo Dome Thursday night at 7:30 against tomorrow night's winner between San Antonio Southwest. It looks like Southwest will probably win that ball game, but we'll see what happens. But still a whole second half here to play.
Absolutely, and we're seeing a strong effort tonight by the Pace Vikings, heavy underdogs. They jumped out to a 14-0 lead. Miller has stormed back. They lead at 21-14, but this is still a very competitive ball game. Okay, how cold and wet and miserable is it? It's so cold and wet and miserable that both bands decided, hey, if it's okay with you, we'll just kind of stay in the stands right now.
Yeah, I think it's pretty slippery down there.
We sympathize, and absolutely safety first. So glad you're with us. We've got another 24 minutes or more of great football coming up. Back in just a moment. Again, we thank you so much for watching Game Night South Texas, brought to you by Chris Communications.
Hi, I'm Bobby Jenkins of ABC Home and Commercial Services. Homeowners face lots of service needs. Whether it's plumbing with a clogged drain or a central AC system not cooling or heating, we can help. Same goes for pest control for any crawling pest. And lawn care like mowing and fertilization, ABC can assure all those items get checked off your to-do list. Plus, all ABC specialists are appropriately licensed for their trades and undergo a background check.
ABC Home and Commercial Services.
It's Mattress Firm's Black Friday Early Access Sale, where you'll save up to $1,000 on America's highest rated brands. This week, get a king for the price of a queen, or a queen for the price of a twin. Plus, get a free adjustable base with select Sealy mattresses. And find savings of up to $600 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets. Plus, get $300 bonus cash. With 6 years, 0 interest financing, find your perfect mattress at the perfect price. Shop Mattress Firm's Black Friday Early Access Sale now.
We've been making a variety of chicken sandwiches for years and is still one of our best sellers. Our chicken is fresh, never frozen, hand battered with our exclusive secret formula and made to crispy perfection. Served with our delicious sauce and pickles. And we never run out. Call Waiter and get your chicken delivery sooner. Award-winning chicken wings and desserts only at Good and Crisp Corpus Christi. Have a Good and Crisp day.
It's all about you at Hicks Family Subaru.
It's Subaru's Share the Love event, going on now at the all-new Hicks Family Subaru. Online or on-site, Hicks Family Subaru is sweetening the savings by lowering prices on every new Subaru in stock. Save on the versatile Crosstrek, named 2019 Best Resale Value in its class. Drive Crosstrek today for $299 a month.
It's all about you at Hicks Family Subaru.
Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday nights on Fox Sports Southwest.
Texas high school football doesn't get any bigger than this.
For the end zone, it's a touchdown!
Fox Sports Southwest is your home for the UIL State Football Championships at AT&T Stadium. The battle for bragging rights starts December 18th on Fox Sports Southwest and Fox.
Tonight's halftime coverage is brought to you by BMW of Corpus Christi, your hometown BMW dealer, where at halftime, Miller leading Pace 21-14 in what has been a very competitive, maybe unexpectedly competitive game. Here's Allen with halftime stats.
Got some individual stats I want to pass on. Let's start with Andrew Body, the quarterback. Well, first off, we got the team stats. Miller with 230 yards to Pace's 176. Rushing very even. Pace at 85, Miller 75. And passing yards, you knew Miller would have the advantage there, 155 to 91. Miller, this is something they're going to have to work on in the second half. They turned the ball over twice in the first half. Pace has turned it over, I think, a few more times.
Yeah, I think so. We're going to have to check that.
Yeah,
because
they've got some turnover. They
do. They threw a couple of picks.
So a couple of individual points I want to throw. Body 11 of 18, 155 yards passing. Adrian Lloyd has 81 yards receiving. And then Cassius Clay's got 38 yards receiving tonight. And one of those is a touchdown. Marcel Davis, 44 yards rushing. And his partner in the backfield, McCullum Williams, 28 yards rushing tonight. On the other side for Brownsville Pace, their quarterback, Jose Bonda, has played an excellent first half. 59 yards rushing, 8 of 12 passing for 91 yards. So they're going to need a lot from him in the second half for Pace to have any chance of pulling off what would be a big upset.
Yeah, and kind of an interesting change in offensive strategy in the first half by the Miller Buccaneers. If you recall, they started wanting to run the ball and establish the running game. They fell behind 14-0. They went almost exclusively to the pass, and they have been very effective since then.
All right, we got some first half highlights I want to throw at you here, and it all started with Brownsville Pace getting on the board first. That's Dylan Barron. That's a 2-yard run there to make it 7-0. Here it is again, right up the gut, and that was a 5-minute and 45-second drive to start this football game. So they had the early lead, and after a Miller fumble, they got it back again, and Bonda found a wide-open Jalen Garcia to make it 14-0. Back came Miller late first quarter. That's Lloyd to actually it's Body to Lloyd to make it 14-7. A pinpoint pass right across the middle. Again, that cut the lead in half, and then we have a big interception right here by the Miller Buccaneers, and that would lead to a Miller touchdown, and they would take advantage of a couple of interceptions. Body to Cassius Clay. Look at his power running here. He gets in. The extra point is good, and that ties the ball game at 14-all. And then with 1:11 to play in the first half, Body to Adrian Lloyd again. This is 25 yards, and this would give them their first lead of the ball game at 21-14. They've certainly had the momentum right now, and they'll get the ball to start the second half.
Well, and I think that's the key right now, because Miller, you get the feeling this ball game is really at a tipping point, and the best thing Miller could do right now is take the second half kickoff and go down and put 7 points on the board. As we said, we're kind of sympathetic to everybody's position here. No shortage of enthusiasm, but both these bands have gone, no, man, we're not going down there. We'll just play and support our team from up here. You can see the conditions, the mist being blown through the air by that very stiff north wind. You don't see this a lot in South Texas, but let's just call it playoff weather.
Currently 48 degrees, wind chill factor 42, but it feels a lot colder than that when that rain, or at least when that drizzle falls on you.
And right now the Miller Buccaneers and their fans are thinking, let's take care of business, and it will be a whole lot warmer in the Alamo Dome next Thursday night.
That's for sure.
We're about 6 minutes away from resuming this football game with Miller leading Pace 21-14. We'll be back in a moment Don't go anywhere. We're so glad you're with us. It is such a joy to bring this high school football playoff game to you. So again, thank you for watching Game Night South Texas, brought to you by Chris Communications.
Everyone deserves to live in their dream home, and Superior H&M Homes can build it for you. We're committed to every customer. That's why Superior H&M Homes delivers exceptional craftsmanship, remarkable quality, and affordable prices. Call us today or visit our website for great deals on move-in ready homes available in Calallen, London, the South Side, and on the island. We promise that you'll love one of our available homes. So call today and let Superior H&M Homes build your dream house.
There's that moment when you know you're going to get hit and there's nothing you can do about it. The driver of that 18-wheeler just didn't turn wide enough and hit us directly with the trailer and dragged us back. And eventually I ended up having to have surgery on my back, which caused me to not be able to work for a year. Their insurance wasn't getting back to me, so I called a couple of attorneys before Thomas J. Henry. They showed a lot of care for my family, for my children, for me. It was a relief. They made sure that everybody was taken care of.
For 5 generations, my family's been farming and building mattresses right here in South Texas, growing only the finest quality cotton for our hand-built mattresses. We like to say, built in Texas by Texans. We don't import our supplies, we source our raw materials from Texas, like our Texas-grown cotton. Cantwell Mattress Company feels it's important to build its mattresses right here in South Texas because this is our community. You can't well sleep without a Cantwell mattress.
If you're looking for that special gift and want something truly unique, you don't have far to go. Attic Antiques and Gifts is now decorated and fully stocked for Christmas. Check out the beach and cowboy trees, the full line of Tide, Beanie Boos, and Elf on the Shelf. Wide selection of candles by Circle E, Trapp, Votivo, and Aspen Bay. Jams and jellies from Fredericksburg Farms. Consuela handbags. Unique, one-of-a-kind items you won't find anywhere else. Come see Attic Antiques and Gifts in Portland today.
At Seaside Memorial Park and Funeral Home, we offer a comforting place to remember and celebrate life. We offer the convenience of having all your funeral needs in one location, including a flower shop, multiple service chapels, and a number of different burial and cremation services that can be tailored to meet all of your family's preferences, including permanent cremation placement. We also offer pre-planning services that are essential for your loved one's financial and emotional well-being. Seaside Memorial Park and Funeral Home. Schedule your visit today.
Watch Michael Aspia. Mornings on Chris 6 News Sunrise.
You're watching Thomas J. Henry's Game Night South Texas, presented by ABC Home and Commercial Services, and is brought to you by these sponsors.
Halftime at rainy, windy Buccaneer Stadium. And the Miller Buccaneers, who fell behind to open this game, 14-0, have come back to take a 21-14 halftime lead. Alan, real quickly, this is 4 straight games in which the Buccaneers have started slowly. Should that be a source of concern for them going forward?
Well, it could be when you get to probably at least round 3. They're going to play some really tough teams from the San Antonio area. So we'll see. And, of course, we got Chelsea Torres standing by right now with Coach Evans. Let's see what he has to say.
Coming up.
Chelsea.
Guys, I'm here with Miller head coach Justin Evans. Now, Coach, you guys started off a little slower tonight, but now you're up 21-14 going into the second half. What are going to be some keys to really coming out and winning this ball game?
We got to take care of the football. You know, I said that from the beginning. You know, we can't put the ball on the ground. Can't give these guys life and turn over the ball. So we talked about it at halftime. Hopefully we come out and take care of that.
You talked about mental mistakes earlier this week. Do you think that your team is really trying to minimize those mental mistakes?
I don't know. The first half, we did everything, you know, when we told them at halftime, you know, everything we've done has been mental mistakes, fundamental mistakes, and we still found a way to be up 7. We just got to clean that stuff up, and if we do that, we'll be okay.
Coach, good luck. Thank you. Guys, again, we'll go ahead and send back to you there in the studio. And this is Game Night South Texas, presented by Thomas J. Henry and Chris Communications.
All right, Chelsea, thank you very much. Miller leading Pace 21-14. You saw the team statistics moments ago, but Allen's got a couple of individual statistical nuggets for us.
Well, the thing that Body has got to continue to do is make good passing, and he's done that for the most part. He's had a few drops here and there. He's 11 of 18 for 155 yards, and the pretty balanced attack running the ball. Marcel Davis, 44 yards rushing, and then you got McCullen Williams with 28 yards. So, I have a feeling that they're gonna open it up a little bit more here in the second half, and they're going to get the ball in the second half. So we'll see what happens.
Well, you mentioned opening it up, and that means throwing the ball to those triplets, those wonderful wide receivers, all three of whom had a pretty big first half for the Buccaneers.
Rodriguez has looked really good tonight. But he was wide open in the end zone one time. They overthrew him, and then they had a penalty called back because he made a great diving catch in the end zone. So he's been a favorite target tonight for Mr. Body. So we'll see who he goes to here in the second half. And like you said, they've got the top three receivers in the district, so that says a whole lot because Body's thrown for over 3,400 yards. And remember tonight, Miller has a chance to make school history. Never before has this school started off 11-0 in all the years they've been playing football tonight. That'd be a pretty good accomplishment.
Andrew Body already with 3 touchdown passes tonight, so he has 40 on the season against only 1 interception. Allen, at any level of football, I have never heard of a quarterback having a 40-1 touchdown to interception.
No, that's unheard of. I don't think any other quarterback in the state has any kind of stats like that. He's only a junior. In fact, most of the key players on this team are juniors. A lot of these guys are coming back. Next year was supposed to be their big year, but they are playing pretty good football already as juniors.
They are indeed. Miller gets the football to start the second half. They'll be moving against the wind and trying to add to their 7-point lead. It's 21-14. And you know what? You can do that now. You can signal a fair catch on a kickoff, but you can't signal a fair catch and then take off with it. And I think that's what happened there. Ezekiel Moya was the return man for Miller, but you can't do that.
I don't know if I like that rule about being able to. That makes it.
I think I do for this reason. It's the most dangerous play in football, and you're giving somebody an opportunity to make a fair catch, and it essentially becomes a touchback and comes out to the 25. So you're kind of disincentivizing that return. I think I'm on board with it. It's okay if we disagree.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, but I see a lot of guys call fair catches, nobody around them.
Yeah, no, that's very true. We saw that in the Cowboy game the other night. On first down, completed pass to Adrian Lloyd, who finished the second quarter gangbusters.
He took a pretty hard hit, too. It looked like it's maybe his left shoulder he was pointing to.
Oh, yeah, he is down on the far sideline.
He's not moving that left arm.
Intended to. We'll see what Chelsea can find out about that. All right, so it's second and short. Body from the gun. Pace shows blitz. They run right past the running back. I think that's Marcel Davis, and he appears to have the first down just outside the Miller 35-yard line.
Tackle made by number 10, Gerald Benavidez.
Well, we had a lot of success of running the ball in the first half. No surprise here. They go right to it here to start the second half.
It is a first down. Pace with only 2 hands-down defensive linemen. 2 receivers to either side of the formation. Pace showing blitz. Now they back off. The throws to the near side. That's Ralph Rodriguez makes the catch and takes his, as the Rolling Stones would say, fair share of abuse. He got racked up there after a gain of about 3. The big hit applied by linebacker Damian Garza.
Talk, if you would, about why guys would go down. Guys, when they line up on the defensive line, why some guys stand up and some guys don't.
Well, part of what you're trying to do is confuse the quarterback and the offensive line. Who's coming, who's not, who's coming from what angle. It's a fun part of football. Second and 5, ball just shy of the 40-yard line. Body quickly throws far side. It's complete. The other wide receiver gets a block. This has got first down yardage. It's got more. And into Pace territory goes Ralph Rodriguez.
And we talked about it at halftime. He's been his favorite target tonight. And he goes to him again here to start the second half to pick up some key plays.
First down at the Pace 49-yard line. Miller quickly to the line of scrimmage. Body the quarterback. Play fake. Now he throws far side. Again, it's complete on the hitch, and this is going to be a gain of about 9. Body really finding a nice rhythm now.
Yeah, this is what they do. We've seen them do this all year long. They carve up defenses, and they can either throw it deep, throw it short. They always have success.
Cassius Clay on the 9-yard reception. 2nd and 1. 3 receivers to the far side. Body has the ball fall out of his hand and then wisely just falls on it. They retain possession, but it's a big loss back to the 49-yard line.
Looked like he started to go back in his motion. It just kind of came loose. Again, Evans talked about the turnovers. Can't have any more turnovers in this game. And we almost had one there.
Almost did. I think Body did the right thing, though. You know,
yes.
Instead of trying to pick it up, just get back on the football. So the loss is back. They mark it at the 47. So this is 3rd and almost 8. Clock running in the 3rd quarter with 9:16 remaining. It's going to be defensive offside. Maybe should have been a free play, but maybe they were saying it was unabated to the quarterback, so they blew the play dead. Unless they're going to rule that he was drawn offside.
You know, let's see if we can. Yeah, that's definitely.
False start. Number 84 of the offense. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
One of those things that should never happen. Should never happen with a false start on a wide receiver. Richard Gonzalez, the junior wide receiver, knows that's a no-no. So it moves it back in the Miller territory at the 48.
3rd down and 13.
Setting up a 3rd and almost 13 from there.
Let's go, Vikings!
Again, double twins, 2 receivers to either side of the formation. And we may have yet another false start. That may have been the left guard, Austin Lavelle.
There was nobody lined up against Rodriguez. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did see that. This is going to be very frustrating for Justin Evans. I mean, he has spent 28 minutes preaching, playing clean, and avoiding penalties to his team.
Nobody on number 2 right there.
There's nobody matched up at all. Wow. So the walk-off is back to the Miller 43-yard line. 3rd and 18. Pace showing blitz. Here they come. 6 of them. Body throws deep. Right side. Overthrows everybody. No receiver there. Miscommunication between quarterback and receiver. The receiver kind of hitched that one up. Body read that as a fly route and let it go. It's incomplete. It is also 4th down.
Looked like we almost had a holding call too on Miller that time that was not called. So that was a rough opening start for the Buccaneers.
But a very encouraging start for Pace. They had to have a stop there.
And you see Evans' reaction. I mean, that's trying to get his guys fired up. Let's get back to playing Miller Buck football.
Moya, the punter of the Miller Buccaneers, it's taken at the 25-yard line and returned first to the near side. Now the return man reverses his field. Excellent coverage by the punt coverage team of the Miller Buccaneers. We've got 8:20 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Miller leads Pace 21-14. Back in a moment. We thank you for watching Game Night South Texas, brought to you by Chris Communications.
Actually spilled hydrochloric acid. I started sliding in the acid and hit the back of the truck. I found out that I had disc broke in my neck as well as my back. I was kind of reluctant at first to call, you know, Thomas J. Henry, but I'll tell you, it was the best decision of my life. You can't buy that type of feeling. You can't buy that type of kindness. It was awesome. It was an awesome experience.
It's football time in Texas, and it all starts on Friday night. And no one tackles high school football like Fox Sports Southwest. Original programming.
Spotlight is on the premier match. We are thrilled to welcome you into Fox Football Friday.
Mobile technology.
Let me give you a look. Into High School Scoreboard Live.
The best coverage.
Ford Cup player of.
All the way to state. Fox Sports Southwest, your high school football headquarters.
Back at Buccaneer Stadium, 8:20 remaining in the third quarter. Miller has come from behind. The Bucs trailed 14-0 early in the game. They currently lead it 21-14. They were trying to add to that lead, got nothing done on their first possession of the second half. Pace now with the football, 1st and 10 from the Viking 30-yard line. Running play coming near side, stacked up immediately. So it'll be 2nd and long. That was Matthew Cuellar, fullback, on the carry for Pace.
You spent a lot of time in the Valley. You know how excited fans in the Rio Grande Valley get about their football.
It is a real hotbed of high school football. These fans are very, very devoted and extremely knowledgeable. Of course, you can say the same thing about fans around here, and particularly tonight, this just really wildly enthusiastic group of Miller Buccaneer fans. Pass play coming near side. It's complete. Mark Garcia, who's had a big night on the catch here. Knocked out of bounds by Zamori Nichols. And that play will clear for the first down at about the 42-yard line. So Pace just won't go away.
No, they won't.
And they don't appear to be intimidated in the slightest. Two receivers to the near side, I formation behind the quarterback, Bonda. It's a draw play. They give it off to Dylan Barron. He's got big yardage into Miller territory, inside the 45, down around the 43-yard line. Nice play call by the offensive coordinator, Rodney Morales.
Yeah, he's had a really good night running the football here, and you can see there he finds a nice little hole, turns on a little bit of speed, gains a few more.
Brandon Narvaez checks into the ball game at wide receiver for the Vikings. He is a freshman. Tight end right. Twin receivers left. I formation behind the quarterback, Bonda. Deep give and quickly into the secondary. And nearing first down yardage, down around the 33-yard line, goes Dylan Barron, finally knocked down by free safety Ezekiel Moya.
Boy, how does this look? This looks very familiar to their opening drive tonight. Very, very familiar.
Just can't say enough things about this Pace offensive line. They have been very, very physical tonight. 1st and 10 from the 33. Toss coming near side. Excellent job of stringing that out. They make the play led by middle linebacker Jay Sean Trimble, along with junior defensive end Richard Galvan.
Number 60, Richard Galvan.
Take another look at it here. You'll see the pitch. Trimble and company are right there. Nowhere to run. Most of all their effective running's been up the middle tonight. They've done very little going outside.
Very true. Loss on the play back to the 37-yard line. So it's 2nd and 14. Tight end right. Bonda, play fake, throws over the middle, got a man wide open. It's complete, nice pitch and catch as the receiver just checks up, and they play pitch and catch there. That was the fullback, Matthew Cuellar. He leaks through the formation and then just hooks and gets big.
And he did. He made a nice catch there. Look, a little Jason Witten type play there, and picks up a few more yards after the catch. They are moving the football here to start the second half.
Shy of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Clock moving with 5:32 showing here in the third quarter. Pace trying to tie the ball game up. Quarterback sneak by Bonda, and again a good surge by that offensive line. And they take those two backs and they push him in the back as well, and the play clears for the first down.
And they're running clock. I mean, you know, this could be a point where both teams may only get the ball one time in the third quarter.
Well, and keep in mind that Miller really had an opportunity to start the third quarter. They
that was big.
Got the second half kickoff and really did nothing with it. Bonda from the one-back gun rolls to the near side, got a man open, got a completion, and nearing the goal line and into the end zone goes Matthew Cuellar. He broke 3 tackles, and what looked like it was going to be a modest completion turns into a TD pass.
That's why you never give up. What a play that was. They drive it. All right, out of bounds.
Okay, that is the ruling. They say he stepped out.
Still a good play.
Our crew will have a great shot of this. Let's check it out. Oh, absolutely. Still a wonderful play. No reason to question the official at all. He was standing right there. Different angle here, and yeah, you can see that maybe that right foot made contact. Anyway, it's 1st and goal from the 3. Here is the give to Dylan Barron, fighting, scratching, clawing, and into the end zone. So they didn't get it on the preceding play, but they do now. And we have an unexpectedly competitive football game, and that is an understatement. Pace now 1 point away from tying this thing up again.
Man, he would not be denied on that carry right there. Man, Brownsville Pace, I got to tell you, I don't know if they're going to win this game, but they have come in here, they have given it a tremendous, I think they were 50-point underdogs coming into this game. In my opinion, they have played remarkable.
All right, so once again, they tried the swinging gate thing. But Miller's onto that. They adjust properly, so this will be a 1-point attempt. A little bit of a high snap. Holder gets it down nicely and cleanly. The kick is good. And once again, we are squared up. Our score with 4:46 remaining in the 3rd. Miller 21, Pace 21. Back in a moment. This is quite the football game. You're watching Game Night South Texas, brought to you by Chris Communications.
Auto loan rates are falling at Texas Bridge Credit Union. Buy or refinance your new vehicle for as low as 3.33% APR and make no payments for 3 months. Fall in love with one of the lowest rates in the area at Texas Bridge Credit Union, serving South Texas for more than 65 years.
I was in an apartment complex, and as I was walking down, got to the 5th step, and I heard it crack. As I looked down, I started falling forward. I ended up hitting my back, which compacted and compressed my lower 2 discs. And that next morning, I ended up calling the firm, and they talk to you. They talk in your language where you understand, and most of all, not only take care of you, help take care of your family and make sure you're taken care of well.
Auto loan rates are falling at Texas Bridge Credit Union. Buy or refinance your new vehicle for as low as 3.33% APR and make no payments for 3 months. Fall in love with one of the lowest rates in the area at Texas Bridge Credit Union, serving South Texas for more than 65 years.
Well, it ends up being academic because they scored on the following play, but I told you our crew would have a great shot at this. Yeah. May have stepped out of bounds there at about the 3-yard line, but they scored on the following play. So we're once again knotted up at 21. That scoring drive for the Pace Vikings, 70 yards in 9 plays after they had taken the ball following a Miller punt.
Dylan Barron, the man on that drive, along with Bonda, with some key passes. 21-21, 4:46 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Brand new football game starting right now.
Ezekiel Moya, the deep return man for the Miller Buccaneers. And this very enthusiastic crowd on the far side of Buck fans getting a little nervous right now. Here's the kickoff. And Moya tries to field it, picks it up, and is going to take it out and gets across the 15, across the 20. It turns out there may be a loose ball at the end of that because Moya took a big old hit. They're saying it was down, and Miller will retain possession.
Ruling on the field, the player was down. First down, Miller.
Moya showing a lot of confidence returning that football right there. He'll come out of his own end zone, and he's going to take a really hard hit right about the head right there.
He got hit pretty hard there. Absolutely.
I can see how he would drop the ball after a hit like that.
He salvages something as he returns it out to the 24-yard line. So let's see what Miller can do with their 2nd possession of the 3rd quarter. This game is tied at 21. 3 receivers to the near side. Pace showing blitz. Inside zone play to McCulley and Williams, who gets across the 30 out to about the 31. A gain of 7, almost 8 yards. And Miller quickly gets to the line of scrimmage and is looking for the play call from offensive coordinator Ruben Garcia.
7 yards on the play, 2nd down.
3 receivers to the near side. That's the short side of the field. And we got motion once again by a wide receiver, this time Adrian Lloyd.
False start, number 3.
What do you think causes the receiver to leave that early? We see the linemen do it all the time, but why would a receiver do that?
Well, you know, your coach at the receiver position, you move when the ball moves. So you got to have your eyes inside. In this particular case, it appeared to be a running play, and I think Lloyd was just really eager to go to his block. That moves it back. It'll be 2nd and 8. Pace brings 4. Pass play far side, slant behind the intended receiver, Cassius Clay.
Receiver number 7, Cassius Clay. Defending on the play, number 25, Matthew Gottesek.
These guys are human after all.
3rd down.
Body's made some great throws tonight. He also has missed the slant a couple of times. But the thing is, it doesn't bother him. He'll just keep slinging. Big blitz coming. Miller picks it up nicely. There's a strike. Adrian Lloyd on the reception. Okay, if you're into the whole X's and O's thing, that was a beautiful play. Max blitz coming by Pace. They pick it up, and the receiver does exactly the right thing, hooking up where it was supposed to, and a perfect throw by Andrew Body.
Yeah, he keeps slinging it. Like you said, doesn't matter if he throws one incomplete. He'll come right back and do it again.
Body looks near side. Complete. Ralph Rodriguez looking for a block from his teammate. Gets one. And gets very close to midfield. They're going to mark it at about the 48-yard line. The block there was thrown by his fellow wide receiver, Richard Gonzalez. 1st and 10 from the Miller 48. McCulley and Williams in motion. They want to throw it there. That's a dangerous throw, but he threads the needle, gets it in there. McCulley and Williams, what a dangerous man in the open field. They're lucky they got him on the ground, but not until he got down to the 24-yard line. Touchdown saving tackle by linebacker Joel Benavides.
Man, that was a beautiful pass. Like you said, he would thread this thing perfectly, and then they're lucky to get him on the ground, like you said, but are they bringing it back? They are
marching that direction.
My goodness. Such a waste of a good play.
They're in the run. Right in the back. Number 7.
You see that a lot.
Yeah, it was a wide receiver screen. This really was kind of an interesting play. They set McCulley and Williams in motion. There was a walk linebacker who came into the passing lane. It became a dangerous throw, but Body got it there. But then apparently Cassius Clay, the other wide receiver, is flagged for a block in the back there. And yeah, he did shove it.
Yeah, we had a good look at it right there.
Body on the zone read, gives it off to McCulley and Williams. Got the 1st down, gets inside the 40 down to about the 37-yard line. We mentioned this before, a 1-2 punch in running backs. You got Marcel Davis, the wonderful senior, and then McCulley and Williams, this ridiculously talented sophomore.
Yeah, they're set for a while in that backfield.
2 receivers, left and right. They move Williams to the right side of the quarterback. Body throws near side, got Ralph Rodriguez complete. You're exactly right. A couple of times they've had a linebacker almost creeping into that passing lane. Marcus Cuevas makes the stop for the Pace Vikings.
I really thought that linebacker was going to pick that ball off that time. If we would take another look at it, you may see that he's maybe just a step away from taking that ball away.
Gain of about 8. Line of scrimmage is the 27-yard line. That's Rodriguez on essentially the jet sweep. Now reverses his field back to the near side, gets a block from Body, gets a big block from Body, and Ralph Rodriguez is down around the 20-yard line, and they're going to mark that for first down. Cuevas makes the stop, but what a block by the quarterback, Andrew Body.
Man, Body putting his body on the line there. He did a great job with the block there. And this is fun watching Ralph. Look how fast he is. He's just so quick.
Watch that. That wasn't just a screen block. Quarterback hit him. Body looks over the middle. Got a man. Incomplete. As Adrian Lloyd just can't quite come up with the football. In defense was Danny Salazar, who's had a nice night playing in the Pace secondary.
Take another look at the block again. Right there. Perfect.
Hello.
Didn't hit him in the back or anything. Didn't hit him above the shoulder pads. Perfect look.
Body from the gun. 3-step drop. Throws deep flag route to the corner. Did he make the catch? No, it's ruled incomplete.
Out of bounds.
Adrian Lloyd, the intended receiver, that's the old smash route where you take the outside receiver and hook him up, take the inside receiver and run him to the corner. They just barely missed connections.
Well, I really thought this was going to be a touchdown. Yeah, just couldn't quite get that foot down. Big play here, 3rd and 10.
Body from the gun. Retreats. They're going to set a screen. Far side. It's set up pretty well. That's McCulley and Williams. Makes a couple of guys miss. Gets down around the 12-yard line. And, yeah, it does appear to be short of first down yardage. And Williams is limping off the field. A source of concern for sure for Coach Evans' Miller Buccaneers. This is a 4th down play.
Timeout. Hey, first timeout and a half.
It's a big loss if he can't get back in. I'm sure he's going to be okay. Let's hope he is anyway.
I hope so. He's trying to run it off.
Well, we've seen Pace stop Miller before tonight on 4th and about 1 or 2. So let's see what Coach Evans draws up. Could be a pass play, I have a feeling. It could be another. Well, we'll see. I don't want to speculate
he's got
too much
some
here.
options here.
Yeah.
With 2 yards needed. As they set the screen here, this is a really nice play call. Love it. And Williams, we see sticks his left foot in the ground on this wet field, and that may have started the problem. That was a very violent cut. But anyway, he appeared to have some kind of injury to his leg. And we'll have Chelsea Torres check on that. Obviously, we hope the young man's okay because he is a wonderful talent. All right, 4th down play. And yeah, it's a big deal. We're tied at 21. Marcel Davis, of course, now in the ball game at running back for the Buccaneers. They send him in motion to the near side. Body wants to throw it the other way. Boy, there was a receiver standing right there. The ball falls incomplete, and the ball is going to go over on downs. That was intended for Adrian Lloyd, but that was big-time coverage by cornerback John Moody.
Boy, it was huge. That was huge. That's twice now. Pace has held Miller on 4th down tonight, so we're going to be going back the other direction.
So they throw it away from the motion, but watch the coverage by Moody.
Yeah, very nice. He shielded that ball from him. There was no way he was going to be able to catch that football.
All right, so Pace assumes possession at their 13-yard line. Bonda, the quarterback, floats far side, throws it to his fullback. That's Matthew Cuellar. It's complete, but for very short yardage before he's knocked down by senior cornerback Cassius Clay.
Gain of 1 yard on the play, 2nd down.
Clock running now inside a minute remaining in the 3rd quarter. In a tie ball game. Bonda wants to throw, pump fake, out and up move, near side. Oh, man wide open, just overthrew him. Maybe should have put a little more air under that one. Mark Garcia, the intended receiver, Oscar Reyes in coverage for the Buccaneers.
Man, Garcia's been there. Hey, man, look at that coach there. He knows, man, should have had that one. That was a perfectly drawn up play.
Double move route and a nice pump fake by the quarterback, Jose Bonda.
Well, I'll give them credit. They have not shied away from throwing the ball deep tonight against this Miller secondary. Just a little overthrown.
Incompletion stops the clock with 38 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. We've got a big 3rd down play coming up, 3rd and almost 9. 2 receivers to the near side. The quarterback, Bonda, we've seen him do this a number of times tonight. That's arguably been their best running play in their playbook this evening, and that's going to clear for the 1st down, and that's a big one out of the Pace 30-yard line.
Yeah.
That was 3rd and 9.
That's a huge pickup because they didn't want to have to pump the ball from deep in their own territory and give Miller great field position. That was run all the way.
Nice lead block by the fullback, Matthew Cuellar.
Good camera work there. I like that. That's a good view. Boy, he took a pretty good hit, too.
2 back gun this time. 2 receivers to the far side. Bonda on the play fake. Quarterback lead again, and unlike the last play, this time he gets very short yardage. Gain of only about a yard as we reach the end of the third quarter.
Would you believe this?
No, I don't think a whole lot of people saw this coming at all, but the Pace Vikings give them all the credit in the world because they have believed all night long. So we're going to find out the truth in the next 12 minutes. We're tied at 21. Back in a moment. We thank you for watching Game Night South Texas, brought to you by Chris Communications.
We've been making a variety of chicken sandwiches for years and is still one of our best sellers. Our chicken is fresh, never frozen, hand battered with our exclusive secret formula and made to crispy perfection. Served with our delicious sauce and pickles. And we never run out. Call Waiter and get your chicken delivery sooner. Award-winning chicken wings and desserts only at Good and Crisp Corpus Christi. Have a Good and Crisp day.
It's Mattress Firm's Black Friday Early Access Sale, where you'll save up to $1,000 on America's highest rated brands. This week, get a king for the price of a queen, or a queen for the price of a twin. Plus, get a free adjustable base with select Sealy mattresses. And find savings of up to $600 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets. Plus, get $300 bonus cash. With 6 years, 0 interest financing, find your perfect mattress at the perfect price. Shop Mattress Firm's Black Friday Early Access Sale now.
Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday nights on Fox Sports Southwest.
Texas high school football doesn't get any bigger than this.
For the end zone, it's a touchdown!
Fox Sports Southwest is your home for the UIL State Football Championships at AT&T Stadium. The battle for bragging rights starts December 18th on Fox Sports Southwest and Fox Sports Go.
Watch Full Court Press every Sunday right here on KDF.
Special thanks to all of our sponsors who made tonight's broadcast possible. Thomas J. Henry, ABC Home and Commercial Services, Cantwell Mattress Company, Good and Crisp Chicken, BMW of Corpus Christi, and Superior H&M Homes. Thomas J. Henry, injury attorneys available 24/7, nights and weekends. Visit tjhlaw.com. And tonight's game also brought to you by Superior H&M Homes. Let Superior H&M Homes build your dream home today.
I think that's the first time all year long that Miller went scoreless in the third quarter this year, by the way.
Well, and as you well know, they're averaging about 55 points a game, and they got 21 on the board right now. Really a good job by the Pace defense. Offense makes a mistake here as the tight end, Chase Morales, jumps offside. That'll cost him 5 yards.
So what's going through Pace's brain right now? They're in this football game.
I guarantee you. You know, there had to be some doubt.
Oh, of course.
Going into this. Right now, they're thinking, we can do this.
Yeah.
Number 13 of the offense.
They're going to have to clean up these penalties. There it is. That's an obvious jump right there.
Yeah, it moves it back to the 28-yard line.
Well, you know that Miller D has got a really key on Bonda. That's, again, he's been their main man tonight.
They've also gotten good production out of their tailback, Dylan Barron. Bonda throws far side, wide receiver screen complete, but a really nice job of breaking up that interference and making the play by the left side of the Miller defense. That was Mark Garcia on the catch. And Joshua Cantu, the outside linebacker, fought through a couple of blocks to make a nice play. Essentially no gain, so it's 3rd and 12. And we do have some Pace fans here, and they are starting to feel it here on the near side. Pace running to the line of scrimmage with enthusiasm.
1 second left.
And they have to take a timeout because, as Alan indicated, the play clock was about to expire.
They were in absolutely no hurry. I don't understand. They really took too much time in the huddle. Just kind of no urgency whatsoever until they got to the line of scrimmage.
All right, we got 11-14 remaining in the 4th quarter of this tied ball game, 21-21. We're back in just a moment. We thank you for watching Game Night South Texas, brought to you by Thomas J. Henry and Chris Communications.
A big truck didn't look when he's coming out of his parking and just stepped on the gas and ran into my kid's side doorway. We were all laughing, and then boom, you know, we get hit. We immediately called Thomas J. Henry to help us. All I needed to worry about was taking care of my boys, and Thomas J. Henry's law firm took care of the rest. Thomas J. Henry fought for me and my family. They had my back.
Eventually, all homeowners face a problem of a broken AC or heater. That's where ABC Home and Commercial Services comes in. We understand that when your AC is broken, how quickly a company responds makes a big difference. Our ABC specialists are available 24/7. Plus, we know you want us to respect your home. Our specialists are trained to do just that, right down to their shoe covers. So when your AC needs service, call ABC.
ABC Home and Commercial Services.
11 minutes and 14 seconds to decide who's going to advance to the second round of the playoffs next week. This has been a great football game, tied at 21. Brownsville Pace with the football. 3rd and 12. Bond to the quarterback. Comes to the near side. Got a man wide open. Gets it to him. We'll see if he can get first down yardage. He's going to be brought down shy at about the 38-yard line. That was junior wide receiver Dominic Morales on the reception for the Vikings. 4th down. And they're putting their special team on the field, which I think is the prudent move, don't you?
Yeah, but you got to think how many more times you're going to get the football. But it's a tie game, so yeah, this is probably the right thing to do unless they fake it. That is the quarterback. So no, it's not.
That's Marcus Cuevas.
Okay.
And he gets it away.
Oh,
and it's going to end up being a very effective punt with the roll, killed at about the 22-yard line.
Miller's just got to get out of their own shadow on this drive here. They've been making some mistakes here with some penalties, not catching the ball.
Yeah, it's just been like one misplay.
Yeah.
You know, every time you think that Miller's got some momentum going on or they're in a nice groove, they'll have a penalty or a drop ball or something like that. Something that's very uncharacteristic because they have been such an offensive machine throughout this season.
They have. They've been so good. They've been so much fun to watch.
Body on 1st and 10. Pace showing blitz. Now they get out of it. Complete far side. Ralph Rodriguez, a little guy but a strong guy. He carries a tackler and gets it all the way out to about the 28 or 29-yard line before he's put on the ground by linebacker Andrew Gonzalez. Second and about 4. Marcel Davis coming near side, gets the corner, hits the extra gear. This is a foot race, and guess who's going to hit the tape? Marcel Davis, the senior, takes it to the house to give the Miller Buccaneers the lead.
72 yards. Boy, he made that look easy, but that's what he does. And it was just a matter of when it was going to happen, not if, but when. And wow, boy, they needed that. And no flags.
This was so fun to watch. First of all, the play was beautifully blocked, but when he hit the seam and he saw all that green artificial turf, watch him just hit this extra gear. There was no way anybody was going to catch the senior, Marcel Davis. Miller trying to make it a 7-point lead. And the PAT is on his way, and that's exactly the way it worked out. So Miller takes a 28-21 lead with 9:42 remaining here in the 4th quarter. And Miller wanting to earn the right to go to the Alamo Dome a week from tonight to advance to the second round of the playoffs, where they would play either San Antonio Southwest or San Antonio Brackenridge.
Yeah, here it is again, running right at your camera right here. It just turns on the speed. There's just no way that Pace is going to catch him, and that's the play of the game so far. 28-21.
Certainly came at a critical time. Well, Pace has answered every time they've needed to tonight, so let's see what they can do now with under 10 minutes remaining in the 4th.
I believe that's Miller's first rushing touchdown of the year.
That would be correct. Andrew Body.
That's a good
3
highlight.
touchdown passes.
We always need good highlights on the sports. So
We will never turn that down.
Yeah, that's a good one to show.
We live for highlights.
Those are better than those 1-yard runs. We like those.
Zamora set to kick it off for the Miller Buccaneers. And this is rolling around about the 3-yard line. It will be returned on the far side. Pretty good job in coverage as they knock him down close to the 20-yard line. That was Dominic Morales on the return for the Pace Vikings.
All right, so Pace probably will only get the ball twice for the rest of the ball game. This one and maybe one more possession.
That's probably a pretty good bet.
So they have got to make something happen right here. They can't afford to get down 2 scores, obviously, at this stage. So they have got to answer.
Well, Bonda has been a big-time quarterback tonight. So let's see what they dial up with their offensive coordinator, Rodney Morales. Line of scrimmage right at the 20-yard line. Bonda the quarterback. And they give it to the tailback, Dylan Barron. Attempted misdirection play, but a good job of diagnosis by the Miller Buccaneer defense. Short gain of less than 3 yards.
Boy, that drizzle just won't stop, will it? It just keeps coming.
Yeah, you know, you reach a point in the game where the players are completely acclimated to it. It's just kind of miserable for everybody else.
South Texas football weather this time of year.
I'm trying to be ever the optimist. It
there you
could
go.
have been worse.
It could have been.
2nd and 7. They give the ball to the tailback on that blast play. Good lead block by Matthew Cuellar.
That's coming
Dylan
back.
Barron on the carry. And Alan, you're right. It is coming back.
Yeah, that's just going to be a holding call.
That was a really well-blocked play, so maybe that hold had something to do with it.
Number 21, the offense.
Yeah, it was on the fullback.
Repeat, 2nd down.
Holding is just the biggest drive killer of drive killers, you know?
It is.
Let's see if we can see it here.
That's a big deal. Moves it back to the 13. They'll wind the clock again with 8:47 showing. Miller leading by 7 at 28-21. 2 receivers to the far side. Bonda the quarterback. Comes to the near side, got a man wide open. Pull the trigger. He does. He gets it to the fullback, Matthew Cuellar. And he's got a good gain out across the 25-yard line before he's knocked down by middle linebacker Jayshon Trimble. And we're seeing a pattern here by the Pace offense. They really think the best thing in their passing game right now is sneaking the fullback out into the flat. So it's 3rd and about 4 from the 26. Two-back gun this time. Bonda pulls it down, comes to the near side, got a first down into the secondary, out to about the 40-yard line. Well-designed play, and running with a lot of determination is the quarterback, Jose Bonda, finally knocked down by free safety Ezekiel Moya.
Boy, he has been their best player tonight. Bonda, big guys. Look at him. Got a little fleet of foot, find those little creases.
Nice play call. First down at the 40. Clock now moving after they reset the chains. 8 minutes remaining. Pace trailing by 7, 28-21. Tailback lead play again. That's Barron.
That's some tough running right there.
It was a couple of tough yards. Of course, that'll take another 30 or 35 seconds off the clock. We now have 7:30 remaining here in the 4th. That tackle was made by junior defensive end Richard Galvan. Gain of only 2. Wide receiver screen, far side. It's complete. Got a gain of 3 or 4. Dragging a couple of tacklers is junior wide receiver Mark Garcia.
Tackle made by number 18, Ezekiel Moya.
Jalen Garcia checks into the ball game at wide receiver for the Pace Vikings. Third about 6, line of scrimmage. The Pace 44-yard line. They'll bring 2 receivers to the near side. Bonda from the gun, play fake, rolls far side, looking, incomplete. At about the 45-yard line, another nice job in coverage by Miller, free safety Ezekiel Moya. That ball was intended for the tight end Chase Morales.
Yeah, they are going to punt the ball away. They thought about it for a second, but that's all they thought about it for a second. So they're going to have to rely on their defense. And now the Bucs have a chance to control their own destiny now. They can get the ball, and one more score will do it.
I know that's exactly what Justin Evans is hoping to see and demanding that he see from the ball club right now, because a couple of times they've been in position to really take control and have just sputtered a little bit. The punt is away. And it'll be killed at about the Miller 31-yard line. We'll take a break with 6:56 remaining. And Miller leading Page 28-21. Back in a moment. You're watching Game Night South Texas, brought to you by Thomas J. Henry and Chris Communications.
It's football time in Texas, and it all starts on Friday night. And no one tackles high school football like Fox Sports Southwest. Original programming.
The spotlight is on the premier match. We are thrilled to welcome you into Fox Football Friday.
Mobile technology.
Let me give you a look. In the high school scoreboard live.
The best coverage.
Ford Cup player of.
All the way to state. Fox Sports Southwest, your high school football headquarters.
Islanders basketball, your city, your team. Get your tickets now for the women's home opener November 5th, the men's November 6th, as well as the Islander Invitational Tournament by calling 825-BALL.
Tonight's game is presented by ABC Home and Commercial Services, the Corpus Christi area experts for pest control, plumbing, and air conditioning. Also brought to you by Cantwell Mattress Company. You can't well sleep without a Cantwell mattress. And brought to you by your locally owned mattress firm. .56 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Miller leading by 7 at 28-21, and they have the football at their 32-yard line. Running play coming far side. McCulley and Williams into the clear. Foot race. He doesn't lose many of those. Finally tripped up. The defender had a pretty good angle. Huge gain. Let's go quickly to the sidelines and Chelsea Torres.
Well, I just talked to one of the Pace coaches, and he made the comment how this is a lot better of a game than they thought it was going to be, because, of course, we know that Miller is 10-0, but, of course, they started out strong. Now, the morale over on the Bucs side, as you can see, fans are standing. We talked to Coach Evans earlier, and he said that he truly believes that it was the fans that won them that Flower Bluff game. Will they be also the deciding factor tonight? I guess we'll see. Guys, back to you.
All right, Chelsea, thanks very much. McCulley and Williams on the carry.
Running game beginning to take over now for the Miller Buccaneers, taking
Very
charge.
much so. Good to see McCulley and Williams back in the game after that leg injury he suffered earlier. Pace brings a blitz, but they throw the ball near side. Pretty good throw, and Adrian Lloyd just can't handle it, and that'll stop the clock with 6:18 remaining in the fourth.
Take another look at it here. Just
hit him right in the face mask.
Yeah.
Big third down. Third and about 4 from the 33. Two receivers left and right. Pace showing blitz. They bring 4. Throw far side complete. That's Ralph Rodriguez, and we'll see the spot, but it appears that he does have the first down. Good tough catch.
Ralph has caught a lot of footballs tonight. Boy, he's a tough kid.
Oh, there's no question about that. We've seen that time and time again throughout the season, and we do have an injured Brownsville Pace player on the field. Boy, Rodriguez almost like a ping pong ball there. He took 2 pretty good shots. Hoping that's just a cramp. Although they're kind of checking the mobility of that left knee as well.
You know, Zeke Garcia. Zeke is a linebacker junior.
You can tell he's uncomfortable. Wishing the best for that young man. Here's this play again, and you see Rodriguez gets bounced around pretty good there. And then you could see exactly what happened. As the defender got his leg caught up underneath him. Kind of got rolled up on him.
Ralph has 9 catches for 73 yards tonight.
Big night for him. Cassius Clay and Adrian Lloyd also with big numbers.
It's another big run.
That's Williams.
Oh, he took the ball away from him.
Once again, we see a steal. How opportunistic has this Pace defense been? And that play keeps them in the football game.
John Moody is all over the place tonight. I really thought the play was already over, and all of a sudden he just took it out of his breadbasket.
Second time tonight we've seen that. And you mentioned Moody, who also has been superb in pass coverage as well.
Let's take another look at it here. Let's see exactly where he gets the ball. Right? He can just come out of.
Yeah, as you see, he just pried it out of there as you're coached to do. That's a brilliant play. And with that, Pace still has hope. Just under 6 minutes remaining. Running play coming near side. And running with authority is the junior quarterback, Jose Banda.
Jose Banda, the carry. Tackled by number 32, Gerald Harvey. Pick up a 7-yard.
Jalen Garcia checks into the ball game at wide receiver for Pace. Bringing in the play, no doubt, from offensive coordinator Rodney Morales. It's 2nd and 3. And that's Banda again. We've seen how strong he is. And he gets the ball out to about the 33-yard line. And that is a Pace Viking first.
And again, they're in no hurry. They got plenty of time. 5-11. 1 timeout left.
Banda's gone all the way at quarterback and done a fine job. Wants to throw, has time, throws deep down the middle, overthrows his intended receiver. That was Mark Garcia. But again, the ball was not quite enough air under it. Pretty good coverage by senior cornerback Oscar Reyes.
The coaches in the booth next to him.
Second down.
Pace convinced that the receiver was held on that play, but I don't see anything.
Falls incomplete. So it's 2nd and 10 from the 33. Banda with kind of a counter play coming back to the near side, and he's got another good gain out across the 45 to about the 46. Shoestring tackle applied there by free safety Ezekiel Moya.
Yeah, this is going to turn out to be a pretty exciting finish here at Buck Stadium tonight, I'm telling you.
And you get the feeling that this is the drive. It's kind of now.
Originally, I thought they might get the ball 2 times, but it may just be 1 time now.
Could very well be right, man. Absolutely. Miller showing blitz. They get a lot of people in the box there. They give it to the fullback, Matthew Cuellar. And he's close to midfield at about the 49-yard line. Gain of about 4. Zamori Nichols, strong safety, makes the play defensively for the Buccaneers. We're trying to get a sub on the field defensively, and we're going to have a whistle.
Timeout. Miller, first timeout of the half.
Yeah, I had to take a timeout to avoid a penalty there.
Yeah, you don't want that to happen. 28-21. Wow, what an exciting finish we have here at Buccaneers Stadium. It's been a good ball game. I got to be honest with you. I really thought this would be a blowout win for Miller coming in. I really did. And I was worried about what we were going to talk about in the second half because I thought the game would be over by halftime.
Fortunately, there have been no shortage of storylines in this one.
No, there's been
back and forth game. Pace surprises everybody, especially Miller, by jumping out to a 14-0 lead. Miller comes back and takes the lead. Pace fights it back. This has been back and forth all night long.
Yeah. So anyway, it's an exciting night. We've only got 4:04 to play, so this is anybody's ball game. We've talked a lot about that Miller defense. They really got to come to play right now. Okay.
Well, they got a perfect season in the regular season, 10-0, so their season is on the line here as they're trying to advance to that second-round playoff game a week from tonight at the Alamo Dome against either San Antonio Southwest or San Antonio Brackenridge. Banda again on the zone keep inside, and he cracks down into Miller territory at about the 46-yard line. Clock continues to run now with 3:50 short.
Banda's gone over 100 yards tonight. He hit the 100-yard mark a couple of plays ago. He's now got 124 yards rushing tonight for the Pace quarterback.
I've been terribly impressed with him. And once again, that wedge quarterback sneak continues to be really effective. And they pick up another first down with it down at the Miller 42-yard line.
Again, they're obviously in no hurry. 3:30, clock stops to move the chains. And that's what Coach said at halftime, right? We have to control the ball in the second half.
They have not only had a great game plan going in, they have executed that game plan. First and 10 from the 41. They know who their bread and butter man is now. Banda on the keep. Breaks through 3 tackles, still dragging tacklers down around the 15-yard line. What an effort by the junior quarterback, Jose Banda.
Man. Another big rushing effort. And everybody in the house knows he's probably going to run the football. They just still can't stop him.
Really good job of blocking by the fullback, 21, Matthew Cuellar. And now Banda does the rest as he is dragging Joshua Cantu. .306 remaining in the fourth. Running play, that's Barron. He was hit at the line of scrimmage, but then squirts through and ends up with a pretty good game.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get stopped, but he kind of fell backwards into a hole there and was able to pick up a few extra yardage. They will not take any chances of throwing the football at this point, I don't think.
Not as long as they're moving the ball like that.
If you score a touchdown, you go for 2 on the road to win it?
You know, in their particular case, that's a great question. I think I'd be sorely tempted. I think it would be determined by how much time is left on the clock. Running play coming near side. Banda again inside the 5, knocked down by defensive tackle Manuel Lozano.
What an impressive drive this has been.
Yeah, back to the whole 2-point decision thing. If it's really late in the game, let's say you score in the last 30 seconds, absolutely go for 2 on the road. But if they were to score, say, on the next play, it would be way too early, in my opinion, to go for 2 at that point.
Well, they're going to have 4 cracks at it here, first and goal. Less than 2 minutes to play.
All right, Pace breaks the huddle. Banda, quarterback lead all the way. Tracks it down to about the 3, met head up by middle linebacker Jay Sean Trimble.
There were over 9 minutes left to play when they started this drive. That's what I said. I thought they may get the ball twice, 2 times, and look at it. They still have it with 1:25.
If they punch this one in, this will be a drive they never forget. Clock running, 1:17. And really a nice job of clock management now by head coach Danny Pardo, because again, they want to score, but they don't want to score too early. And Alan, I think you're right. If they were to score at this point, I think going for 2 might be the card to play. We'll keep it right here, because right here is where all the drama and tension is.
Man, what a game. What a game. You know, we've had so many good games. Miller's been part of so many good games. The Flower Bluff game, the Vets game, now the Pace game. I keep, you know, I can't pick a game of the year. This week's game of the year is.
Exactly. We have been so fortunate as football fans this year.
Here's that run by Bonda. And he's just hard to bring down.
Got a little more speed than you think, too. But watch this. He just kind of runs away from Cassius Clay, and now he's dragging another defender. Really impressive effort by their junior quarterback.
Everybody on their feet here on that Brownsville side. Let's see what happens. 1:06 to play.
2nd and goal from the 4. Bonda gives it off to Barron.
I don't know. I don't know if they're going to have any success going up the middle that close to the goal line.
Let's see what play they can dial up now, because Alan, I think you're now exactly right. They were trying to milk this clock. If they score here, I think on the road against a heavily favored team, they would go for 2.
Miller's defense so tough in this situation up the middle. They may have to go wide, which they are.
Bonda met at the line of scrimmage.
1 play left.
Yeah.
This is going to be the game right here.
Well, that says it all.
They can
4th and goal.
32 seconds on the, well, now they've got
number 3.
14 seconds left, 17 seconds on the clock, on the play clock.
Well, you know what? We'll just shut up and let this happen. And we saw what happened. Bonda overthrows his intended receiver, Jalen Garcia, with 4 seconds remaining. And with that, the Miller faithful know that they have lived to fight another week, and they will be heading to San Antonio a week from tonight.
Good defensive stand there by the Buccaneers when, you know, you had Pace with 1st and goal inside the 10-yard line. They couldn't punch it in. So congratulations, Miller Buccaneers. You live to play some more, and you see Bonda's reaction. Boy, very emotional. Why not? You take a great Miller team down to the final 4 seconds.
Isn't that what we love about sports? You and I have never met that young man. I mean, we're from Corpus Christi. I mean, quite frankly, we're into this whole Miller mania thing. But you connect with that young man because of the kind of effort he's put forth tonight and the emotion that he's showing right there.
So the Bucs will advance to play in San Antonio Thursday night, 7:30 at the Alamo Dome against either Breckenridge or Southwest. And I think Miller will be a big favorite against either one of those schools.
Since it appears they've survived, Alan, one thing they are going to have to address, I was thinking for a while, it's just kind of the way they play. It's not that big a deal. No, this slow start thing is becoming an issue for the Buccaneers. So all they have to do now is just get in that victory formation. And there is a timeout on the field, so we'll prolong the drama a little longer.
False start, number 7, the offense. Has to go to the goal. Replay 1st down.
And again, a false start by a wide receiver on a play from victory formation.
Please place 4 seconds on the clock. 4 seconds.
Buccaneers will make school history. They'll go to 11-0. First time they've ever done that. That's a remarkable record. Just a history-making season all the way around.
This team is so much fun, and they have been all year long. They're like a collective highlight reel. So Body will just throw it as far as he possibly can. The clock hit 0, and the Miller Buccaneers have advanced to the very, very hard-fought 28-21 victory over the very game and competitive Vikings from Brownsville Pace.
Man, what a ball game this was. And for the Miller Buccaneers, congratulations. They advanced on. This was a good game for them to prepare for their next game because it doesn't get any easier in the playoffs.
We're going to keep it right here in hopes that Chelsea Torres can gain an interview with victorious Miller coach Justin Evans. And one of the things I hope we can find out is I hope we can talk with Danny Pardo off camera later on and find out if he in fact had planned to go for 2 if they had scored there.
Oh, I think you have to. I agree. Good strategy. Good strategy tonight. Here's the play again. Let's take another look at it.
He's so open. He's so open. What a beautifully designed play. I mean, actually, he just missed him. Let's go down to the field. Chelsea Torres alongside the winning coach.
Hey guys, I'm here with, of course, Miller's head coach Justin Evans. Justin, let's just talk about your defense. Tell me, I can already see in your face. Tell me a little bit about that defensive play here in the last couple minutes of the game.
I mean, man, hats off to Brownsville. That is a heck of a ball club over there. They came out here. They played us hard tonight. It's a shame that one team had to go away the losers. It was a great job of our defense getting a stop, but we've got to get a lot of things cleaned up.
And let's talk about cleaning things up, going on to game 2 now of the playoffs. You're playing Thursday night, Alamo Dome, against either San Antonio Southwest or San Antonio Breckenridge. What are you going to have to do to really clean up this game?
We got to take care of the football, you know, and a lot of that is the elements tonight, but they played in it too. There was turnover. We hadn't played any weather like this year, and we fumbled the ball more times tonight than we've done all year long. So we've got to clean that kind of stuff up. Penalties here, we were kind of sleepwalking, so we got to get that fixed before next week.
Coach, congratulations. We'll see you on game 2 Thursday night.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Yes.
Guys, we'll send it back to you.
Chelsea, thanks very much.
He put it in perspective. He was very honest. Those were very honest answers. I mean, he knows they got a few things to clean up. They played the same elements as Brownsville Pace, so came right down to the last 4 seconds.
Really mixed emotions there on the part of Coach Evans. Certainly happy, joyful they won. You don't ever want to look a victory in the mouth. You don't ever want to not celebrate a victory. On the other hand, they do have higher aspirations as they move on in the playoffs, and they do, as Coach Evans said, have to clean up some things.
There he is talking
to stand
with
a chance
with
of
Mr. Bondo right there.
Well, what a wonderful moment that is. Just mutual respect. And you can almost read Coach Evans' lips in all the accolades and bouquets that he's throwing the way of the Pace Vikings.
I'll be honest, I was one of the people that did not give Pace any chance in this game.
You can include me in that number. I don't want to act like I saw this coming because I did not.
Well, we're happy for the Miller Buccaneers again making school history tonight. First time ever, 11-0, and they'll continue their march next Thursday in a much warmer Alamo Dome. Do I get that assignment? You gonna let me go up there and get that one?
You're the one who fills out the dance card here, man. You tell me.
All right, we'll figure out what we're going to do. And got a lot more games tomorrow night that I'm looking forward to cover. We'll be back here tomorrow night to cover Senton and Port Isabel. Another Valley school, Port Isabel, which has got a pretty big tradition as well.
It'll be a big night tomorrow night. A big night here tonight as Miller hangs in there and wins 28-21 to advance to the second round of the playoffs. So happy that you've been with us tonight. You know how we are at Chris Communications. Sometimes we just can't help ourselves. So there will likely be more playoff football on television here. As soon as we figure out the matchup, the date, and the teams involved, we'll let you know. Hey, Chris Communications crew, all you guys and girls are our heroes. You had such terrible conditions tonight. You fought that, and the quality of the pictures, the quality